Howdy, howdy.
Good morning.
Good evening.
So, got not on Todd's channel today. Do tell us what's happened.
What's happened there, Todd?
Oh, let's see. Little has changed. How am I going to say this nicely? YouTube is a bunch of commies, and they don't like free speech, and they certainly don't like outing any secrets, let's say. So, therefore, they put me in the gulag, let's say, and for 2 weeks. So I can't stream or post content because I dared speak the truth on this commie platform. So, with that being said, we will not take a knee to the woke mind virus ever. So, we're going to play their game, their little game of charades, while we migrate all the material over to Rumble, where we can give them their just due, let's say, on Rumble and speak the truth. Yeah. So, yes, I've been slapped on the hand and thrown in the gulag because, we didn't have woke think. So, anyways,
the soapbox is in the cupboard right now, and it's going to stay there until we've transitioned.
There's going to be a lot of reading between the lines, if you know what I mean. So.
The Aussie salute, hey?
Exactly. So, but no, so I am streaming on Rumble, and I'm streaming on Instagram,
Facebook.
Yeah, but Facebook is acting weird because I think I'm actually in the gulag there as well. So I don't think that's working right now. But I'm on Twitch and X as well. So there's plenty of places, and we're going to start navigating over there. And in the future, once I'm out of the gulag, we will have kindergarten hour for the first hour on YouTube while we go ahead and migrate everything over to Rumble, and then we will have free speech hours at number 2 and 3 of the live streams later on Rumble, so that we can get everybody over to Rumble where we can, speak the truth about, the things that they're doing. Won't say who or how, but the things that they're doing to make us all sick. So, exactly, John. You know what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is over Thursday's live stream where I can't repeat what we dared say, but it was all factually accurate and was coming from recent interviews that Tucker Carlson gave with experts. But can't repeat that because that goes against the narrative of their giant donors. So anyhow, so here we are.
Oh dear. So what would you like to talk about then?
I don't know. I'd like to talk about populating Rumble so that I could go on a tirade that I really want to go on right now. That's what I'd like to talk about. Well, pickles. I really like that.
Yeah, good idea. I think it's safe to do. A lot of carnivores are migrating over because they're being silenced little by little. So definitely need to have a platform somewhere else where we can talk.
Yeah,
and not be shut
It's only
down.
a matter of time before carnivore gets
right.
the community notes and all this stuff.
Well, and I don't even know how much of this I can say on here. Well, I don't care. You guys have a review. You've never been warned yet, so you'll get a warning. But the reality of it is that Trump should win. And if Trump does win, RFK is going to be put in charge, and they're going to go after these people. And when they go after these people, there's going to be one heck of a propaganda fight between censoring free.
Look at that. They removed them.
So funny, sir. So funny. Michael's going to put on a 5-second delay to try to save all of our social media careers.
got a shock there. I was like, oh no.
Just like that. But I do want to, it's gonna get uglier because the more popular carnivore gets and the more popular mainstream. And look what's happening on the news with everybody calling out the junk food, sugar, and the big food and big farm industries. They're gonna go on the defense really hard, and they're realizing that this is making a difference, and they're going to come after all of us. And so,
yeah, and all we're trying to do is just tell our stories. We've beaten 700 and 800 plus pound. That's what we were, and we're all battling that and winning. And yeah, to be shut down for that is really sad.
yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, literally, the community guidelines violation was talking about a certain drug. Yeah. No, well, it's not the jab, but the one for diabetes that everybody's using to lose weight that's causing massive problems. So
the miracle drug.
Yeah,
the miracle cure.
Yeah, the miracle cure, the magic pill. That's what it was about this time, and there was not a single word of a lie said. Right? It's just you can't say the truth anymore. So, and then they tell me that I'm the one that's accused of dangerous misinformation, medical misinformation that's going to hurt people, which is just such a joke. Because my information is don't take drugs, boys and girls, eat the proper human diet and get healthy. Yeah, right. And boy, what a rebel. Man, the people I must be killing. It's incredible. So, anyhow, bunch of silliness. But we shall not kneel to the Gestapo. And we're going to go ahead and move this stuff over where it belongs. And then let's just, let's give them the old Budweiser treatment. How about that?
Yeah. No. Well. So do we have any questions? Nothing? No?
No, not yet. I think they're urging me on to see if I can go 2 for 2.
So how are you feeling, Michael? How's it going?
Still dealing with my back and my legs. The only good news is I'm not getting the jolt, of the shocks.
Yeah.
I would move a certain way. But other than that, mornings are really rough, and if I sit too long or lay too long, in a certain position, so just taking it slow. I just want to get this over with and get back to feeling how I was.
Yeah.
Soon, my friend. Soon. Just keep staying carnivore and keep getting that fluid off you, and you'll be back. Let's see. Just checking to see take the temperature and see. I have one on Twitch. I bet that's Michael.
Yeah, that was up to when I was up there. I was grabbing your information so I could post it.
That's good.
Interesting.
I'm not carrying my weight today, folks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my daughter, she's currently on a 24-hour live stream on Twitch. And I sort of jump in every now and then and I stir up all her little gamer friends. And, I'm the mum with all the secrets. So I drop little bombs of here and there and they all love me. They think I'm such a cool mum. It's like, you're so supportive of your daughter's Twitch channel. I'm like, yeah, I love stirring her up in public. No worries. So, yeah, I think she's still going.
I got a question on Instagram, which you guys can't see, but it says keto carnivore life is good. My female doctor is asking questions about carnivore. She is ready to learn and start doing it. So excited for her. Oh, I got a comment, but that's awesome.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that's a huge win to have your doctor on board and interested. So,
that is
give her all the Dr. Berry's channel and so many doctors you can forward, Dr. Avadia.
That's awesome. Well, definitely keep us updated on that. I'd love to hear. I mean, your whatever results they're seeing in you must be pretty convincing.
Yeah, well, you think our results would be pretty convincing too, but I still get asked every time I go in, do you want the big O? And I'm like, no. It's like I've lost so much weight. Why would I want to, why would I need it?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, we're all very careful with what we say now, aren't we? It's almost like,
Oh, I'm not being careful. I'm just looking for a question. But I don't know. It's silliness, but it is. My Twitch is also being difficult. Don't recall or care for my Facebook. Yeah, I'm kind of
yeah.
over Facebook too. I don't even know what's wrong with my Facebook right now. I can't seem to go live on either one of them, and I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group or something. I don't even know how it works. I just do not spend much time on Facebook, so I got to figure it out. But yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, it gets a
You're
bit
live
much.
right now on Facebook.
Am I? It says that I am, but I don't think that I am because I've never. I have a fair amount of people, and I've never had a single person tune in from Facebook. You know,
Can you pull up your Facebook page and see if you're up there? See if it's actually streaming to Facebook. It says you're live.
So I pull up Facebook, but how would I know if I'm live?
Look at probably your feed, no? For yourself. You can't see they changed it all or something. No, you can't see what your posts are.
No, it does say that I'm live. Let me see.
Look at probably your feed.
Oh, I am live. All right, nobody likes me on Facebook is what's happening.
Nobody likes you over here either, but
that's true. I wonder. Oh, that's because I have to add it to my story, maybe?
Oh, give it a try and see what happens. I get so confused with all this social media. I really don't like it.
I don't even know how to. Okay, I am live on Facebook. Just turns out nobody listens to me on Facebook. That is
just
way worse.
Nobody uses Facebook no more.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't have a bunch of people on Facebook, but I have like 700 people on there, and I've never gotten a single viewer on Facebook. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, but I wouldn't watch on Facebook anyway. I do see videos. I'd rather just click on it and go to a bigger screen, not be kind of confined in the Facebook window. So maybe they're coming in through that way. But then if they're going to your channel, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. What's weird is I don't seem to have. I usually get quite a few on X, which is really weird because I only have like 300, 400 followers on X, but I'll usually get 10 or so on X, and today is none. Supposed to be mad. Yeah, on meds for life. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can't be speaking the truth about that. Do you know this stalker?
Hi. He's home today. So he's obviously out of bed now. I was trying to find a bird. I lost a bird this morning. I don't know where he was hiding. So I had to sort of woke him up and said, if you hear a bird flapping around, you know it's Rio. He's on the loose. Came out of the shower and then I eventually found him. But I think he's making a nest or something under the couch. So I'm going to have to pull it all out and see what he's doing. He keeps hiding under the couch for some reason.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Little dag. Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Very nice to see you. What's cooking tonight, Todd? Well, I think I'm the one that's on the barbecue tonight. At least as far as Facebook or YouTube is concerned. But that's all right. I'll be back at them here in 2 weeks. But I smoked my meat all summer. And I've actually been craving some air fryer meat lately. I don't know why, but it must have been the colder weather. So the last, 4 days I've been air frying meat and searing it in butter and tallow, and I've been quite enjoying that. What have you guys been eating lately?
Scotch fillet for me, and I had my colada last night. I actually had my first tin of tuna in 3 years. That was really nice. I'm going to bring in a little bit of tuna, maybe once a week, just for lunch. Just eat it straight out of the can. I don't have oil. It's just the water.
Good water.
Yeah, and I did crack a raw egg yolk in there as well and sort of mixed it up just to, 'cause it's a bit dry.
Give it a little.
And it took me a little while to eat, but it was just something nice, refreshing. So I think for
Try-
summer it might be nice.
Try breaking the egg into it, making like a crab cake out of it with tuna.
I don't know, would it be dry?
It's good.
Yeah. I just even like a soft boiled egg, with a really runny
you could.
center, and then just mix it all up. I like the baby mash food kind. It's easy for me to get down. So
It's so weird. Oh, there we go. I think it went. Every time I pull up Instagram, I have not figured out how this Instagram stuff works yet.
what are you having, Michael?
Sorry. You
What's
guys hear
Michael
me?
having? Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
What you having for dinner?
Oh, me? I'm having. I had another feed coming in. I was getting Todd's Instagram information, and the live popped up, so I couldn't hear nothing. I'm having mostly just eggs and beef is what I'm eating. So I find that's the easiest thing to cook, and it's quick and easy. That's what I like.
You having salt with your meat, or have you gone off the salt
A little bit. I've been craving salt.
Okay.
I've been having a taste for it. I don't put a lot on. I just just hardly anything, but my body's been. I can tell that I need it, that I want it. So,
That's awesome. Have you noticed any changes over the? Have you noticed any changes over now that it's kind of being fall? I've noticed some changes. It's definitely seasonal.
Tired. Oh my God, I'm like ready for bed at like 6:00. As soon as it gets dark, I'm ready for bed.
Wow.
You notice that too, or no?
I've been going to bed at 8. Yeah, I've been getting up really early though. Sometimes 3 in the morning even, but yeah, like usually 3:30 to 4 definitely. And so it's been really crazy.
How's the weather been by you? It's cold or
snowed yesterday?
Did it really?
Mm-hmm.
We're in the 70s today. It got up to almost 80 here today.
Yeah.
This is the part of the year I hate where it goes up and then it stays hot and then it stays warm all night. I like it cool at night. I like it in the 40s and the 50s at night. That's where I want to be, so I can sleep.
For sure. For sure.
Well, I'm excited. I have blue sky today, and I don't have a jumper on. I have short sleeves. Still a little bit nippy, but yeah, I'm hoping. I feel positive when the sun's out and I see blue sky. I actually feel happy because I definitely had the winter blues for sure. I've really struggled.
For sure.
It'd be interesting to see if you guys have the same winter blues.
Today. And I don't have a jumper on. I have.
That's Todd.
Did you hear that?
We had that last
All
year.
right.
Yeah, we heard that.
I was trying to fix that. I had to reload.
Oh dear. So with Restream, having all these different feeds, will all the conversation come into the one chat, or do you have to monitor 50 windows? Because that's going to be a pain.
No, so you do have to monitor them because so it looks like Twitch doesn't come in here. X definitely doesn't come in here. But all that I was trying to do, and I just don't understand Instagram because I don't use it, I guess. But I was just trying to put in the chat my Rumble post, and Instagram won't let you put in your Rumble address in Instagram.
Ah.
Instagram's owned by
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
all funny games. I'm learning all the ropes right now. So sorry to everybody for being jumpy. I was just sitting here because first I did it and it froze. So then I had to reload it, go back in, and then when I went back in, it was making sound inside to mute the setting and all sorts.
Your Twitch came up.
Oh, did it?
Okay.
Okay, so Twitch comes up, but
So
Instagram.
Twitch comes in. Yeah, because it's the APIs. The API is not compatible.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Well, but Instagram isn't an API.
Well, but for the back end, for how they send chat messages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. But do you see? I mean, nobody's probably watching me on Rumble, but I wonder if we get Rumble here as well. If we get Rumble chat, because I bet that doesn't, because it's one of those.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
Yeah, so let me go look at Rumble. See, let's see. All right, it's okay because not one person has commented over there because I'm killing. Oh, I did have 11 people in here though. How about that? There's 11 people in here. All right, I'm not doing terrible. If you're on Rumble, go ahead and put something in the live chat. And let me know. Let me know if this works. Let me put something in here. And see. Did that come in at all?
Yep.
Oh, what was that? You can see this. Can you see this? Yeah, we got you.
Huh.
Right,
Cool.
so,
All right. Well, that works. So you won't need to monitor Rumble.
so
then.
it's just
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook.
Well, X I don't think comes in.
Oh,
Yeah, let me go.
You got 3 people on X.
Yeah, I usually get some on X.
I don't know. It's too
We'll
hard
fix
for
it.
me.
That's okay. We'll fix it.
With some sticky tape.
I am
Time
killing,
out. Time out, Todd.
right? How does that work?
is this your one from? No, that's Rumble.
Oh,
Big
there you
Flash.
go. Hi, the Jake
That's
Flash.
that's Rumble.
Welcome. Nice.
Big Flash.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
And just
Wait.
listen to Scott. Just be a good boy, and you don't have to worry about all this stuff.
Yeah, that's not going to happen ever. Ever. there's too many hills to die
on. Todd's been shut down and silenced on YouTube, so we're trying all these other platforms so we can still have a voice.
Right. Well.
Oh, there you go. It's going to be nice tomorrow. Might head down to the beach for a drive.
Wow.
Be nice.
Oh man, I don't know, but I appreciate you guys dealing with the choppiness. But I think we got it. We're figuring it all out. We hooked a whole bunch of stuff up to StreamYard. We're just playing with it. And kind of, this is a learning curve right now. But how was everybody's week? And are you guys enjoying the Thursday and Friday live streams? And Lindy, you're doing the live stream with what is
Yeah, Lynn, we're doing a fitness challenge. Yeah, I think we're moving that date. So it'll be Friday for me, I think Thursday for you guys. Yeah, but I think I have to cancel this one because I'm taking my daughter to hospital. So, so we may have to may do it Sunday. So to find a day that works.
No worries.
But yeah, the Bella live stream, I'm enjoying doing those. They're fun with the SBG team.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you guys are liking those. Also, we'd love to know if you guys are coming to Hack Your Health in Tampa in 2025. We'd love to see you guys there. We're trying to pack the house and use coupon code Carnivore, all capital letters, for a $100 discount. That'd be awesome. Oh, you got a question, Lindy?
Oh, hi, Keto Candy. I know you have had a hard time eating enough. Have you tried making beef jerky? It helps me. I dehydrate shabu meat, and it is so thin it basically melts and is easy to eat. I haven't actually made jerky myself. It sounds like a lot of work. Don't buy it because it's really expensive, but definitely something I'd like to try. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to make it. I need a video, Todd.
What is shabu meat?
I have no idea, but I know what beef jerky is.
Right.
What kind of meat would you use to make it, Todd?
Well, I'd use the I've round, which is what because you don't want a fatty meat, which is, remember the jerky that Ashley made in Texas?
Yeah.
That's eye round. So I'd use eye round, maybe some flank steak or sirloin, anything that's generally lean and not very marbled, that's where those meats shine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out because I don't know what that is. The equivalent here in Australia is. So we like talking different languages with meat.
I gotcha. Yeah, they're very common here, but
So
that's
would you just shave it really like fine and then stick it in the smoker
yeah.
and
Yep.
just dehydrate it that way?
On the lowest setting, put the smoker on the very lowest setting, and then you dehydrate it that way, and you put it as far away from the heat as you can. So you know how, well, I don't know how your smoker is, but my smoker, bottom left side and top left side is the hottest place. Top right side is the coolest place. So I would put it all on closer to the top right side. Put it on a cookie sheet on a cooling tray, and then layer the meat on top of that. So there's a little barrier from direct hot air blowing on it. So it just uses the ambient temperature, put it on low, and then you put it in there for like, I'd have to go look, but it's like 12 hours or so, depending on where you want it.
Wow.
Sometimes you can have a little bit of moisture in it. Sometimes you can make it like the shoe leather,
I like it a bit chewy. I don't think I want it too tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why I haven't made much is because I'm not going to do it until I buy a meat slicer, like one of those
Yeah.
deli slicer machines, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and try to make, because it would drive. I get OCD when it comes to that stuff, and if they're not all the same, then they cook at different times, and it'll drive me nuts. And so,
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work, and I'd probably want to eat it all in one hit, or I don't know if I can, but it's just probably one of those things like cheese where you just want to keep eating. And I don't like to snack, so I don't like to have them hanging around. So I don't know whether I'd go to all that work. But if someone made some for me, I definitely give it a try, and then it's over.
I would eat them like Ashley made them, because I was eating those for meals. They were so good because you could eat a whole bag of that stuff, and then it's just you'd have to find a fatty dip to dip it in, like make a tallow and Tabasco dip or something, and dip it in that because it would definitely be lacking fat. But
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't mind. I love convenient cold meat.
Yeah.
As a quick whatever.
But thanks for the suggestion. Maybe if Todd makes it to Australia, we might try dehydrating something.
Oh, keto carnivore life is good. I've been meal prepping today: boiled eggs, bacon bites, and burgers. Nice to have in a pinch for sure. Those would all be really good in a pinch. I used to make egg bites out of. I would take the muffin pans, and then I put prosciutto down in the muffin pans, and then I would take like eggs and bacon and sausage and cheese, and even maybe some cottage cheese or ricotta, and I mix those up, and pickled jalapenos, and I put those in there, and then I put them on top of the prosciutto and the muffin tray, and I'd bake those. So it had this crispy bacon prosciutto like bottom to it, and then it had the nice cheesy eggy fat. That was a fun one. But then with the cheese in it, it was making me eat too many of them. but I quite like those.
Hey, since you were giving out advice about smoking, with the smoker and all that stuff, what do you think I could do with mine?
I think you're going to need tiny, tiny matches and tiny, tiny utensils, and that drumstick is a little bit big for that.
I know.
And I would stop.
Can't get them smaller though. I just can't get it smaller. I can't find them smaller than that.
I think I would stop buying smokers on Etsy
or Temu.
That's what it is. That's awesome. I would like to see you use it though. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. I like watching the Friday podcast. That's awesome. I think they've been a lot of fun. I've quite enjoyed them. Rachel says she's watching from Perth, Western Australia. Very nice to see you.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah, down my neck of the woods. I'm in Melbourne.
Other side.
So
other
side, but yeah, on this side of the planet.
Awesome. All right, let's start. It's super easy. I buy it already sliced in. Oh, that's a good idea. I have a video on my channel. We'll definitely check.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll have to check it out for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody go subscribe to Candy's channel if you haven't subscribed. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Also, like in the Bella Gang Friday night live.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Super thin cut New York steaks. Oh, nice. It is fatty and it's delicious. Everyone loves it. That's awesome. How do you do that? I have because like I've made jerky out of ribeye, fatty ribeye, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's just a little bit. It gets real sticky and it's kind of a funny texture, but it tastes good.
See, I love the fat, so I'd probably like it like that, but you'd have to eat it quickly, wouldn't you?
For sure. Baker has it on making jerky. That's awesome.
Okay. Gee.
Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Hi.
Haven't seen you in a
There he
while.
is. How you doing,
Yeah.
Greg?
Everybody go check out My Weight Loss Life. Greg's got an awesome channel too. I slice up top round or London broil roast for jerky. Yep, absolutely, John. So tasty.
Yeah, Ashes was pretty good, but yeah, it seems a lot of work, but I need to get out of that mindset. I'm lazy when it comes to cooking. I guess I've spent 50 years of my life consumed by food, and that's all my mind was thinking about. But now I'm really like that off switch. And it's like I don't want to be thinking about smoking meat for 8 hours. I'm just like, just want to eat it and get over with so I can do other things.
For sure.
So yeah, my mindset's kind of changed now.
Oh, hey, Adek's in Instagram. She says, hello, my carnivore family. Hey, Adek.
Oh, hi, Dick.
I wish we could get Instagram comments over here. I don't know why it's not. Just reading terms of Rumble. If you stream with YouTube at the same time, you have to follow YouTube rules as well.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, if you stream, so it turns out Rumble has a thing like StreamYard on it. I played with it last night. That's why I had a stupid live stream go live accidentally last night on Rumble and YouTube, or well, not on YouTube, but on other stuff. But they have a built-in StreamYard. They have a Rumble Studio, and you can stream to multiple platforms right from within Rumble. So yeah, if you stream to multiple platforms from Rumble, you would have to follow YouTube's guidelines. But yeah, whatever. It's kind of like the whole reason why we go to Rumble is to not take a knee and play the pandering to YouTube at all. But yeah, if we multi-stream to multiple platforms, you basically, it's like you're constricted to the weakest link of the chain, right? You have to follow all the terms and conditions, and it's like, yeah. So no, what we would do is we would stream through StreamYard to all the platforms instead of streaming from Rumble to all the platforms. We would have, just like we're doing now, a StreamYard or Restream server. And then if I want to go on a soapbox rampage, we're going to go ahead and pause the stream going to YouTube, and everybody would have to go over to Rumble if they want to hear me turn red. But that's basically that's what a lot of the conservative YouTubers have to do now, because YouTube's turned into a woke mind virus. So it is what it is. Not to confuse you, but just look on Facebook and you're not on my wall or profile page. No worries. I've always watched you here anyways. That's awesome, Mark. I am going to figure out. Oh, you are probably looking at Facebook podcast, the Carnivore Cure podcast, which is good. I got to get that set up next. But for whatever reason, I don't have enough subscribers on that yet to go live. So what I'm actually going live on is my Todd Bachnis Facebook page, because I have 600 people on Todd Bachnis Facebook page. So that's where I'm going live right now until I get enough subscribers on my Carnivore Cure podcast page, and then I'll start going live on there. But I am just a tiny fish, and they won't let me talk to people either. So still working on that.
Costco has
Facebook's
it
just as
already
bad
sliced.
as YouTube.
Yeah.
For sure.
Our Costco's not very good. I've been there once to buy meat, and mind you, it was a Sunday, so I think they were pretty much all sold out of beef. There's plenty of chicken and pork there, and I don't eat chicken or pork, so I haven't been back. I should try going back through the week and see if it's any better. But there was not, very limited. I like a Scotch fillet. I couldn't even find Scotch fillet. They're just very limited to the meat they had at our Costco. So yeah.
Yeah, I bet that was tasty. I know the ones you're talking about, the sliced New Yorks. I bet those are really good. I've never thought of putting them in jerky, but I definitely will give it a try this winter. Put it on the smoker. I bet that'd be tasty. Walmart sells shaved meat in their meat department. Also, you can ask for your butcher to shave it. That's a good idea. I should just go get like like Cranky said too. I should get the thin sliced New Yorks and try a thin sliced London broil and just try a thin sliced Eye of Round, see which one I like better. Maybe that's a video idea right there. Do all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter's got a beautiful local butcher. I might go take her up there and we'll ask them to shave it for me exclusively. Yeah, because I've never seen it already shaved. But if I tell them what I want it for, they might shave it for me and come back here and smoke it. Sounds good.
For sure.
We'll give it a try.
There you go. That's exactly what you need, Michael.
So,
Drumettes.
drumettes, yeah.
Just stay away from my birds, all right, Michael?
Yeah, I feel you there, Candy. We I don't know, Ashley brought like 2 10-pound bags or something, and it didn't make it out alive.
I think I got 2 pieces, that's all. It was really good.
It was delicious. I don't see the live on Todd Bachner's Facebook page either. What the heck? So I had to well, here I can I do that on here? Well, let me see.
Can't you share your screen?
I can, but I
can see what you're doing.
Mute it.
So I'm definitely live because this is my Facebook and I'm live on it. So it's got quite the lag. This is my Facebook and I'm live on it. A little bit of a lag there. So it's definitely there. It's under the Todd Bachner one, but I don't know why it's not on my feed. You have to go to like my feed and then click on my profile, and for some reason it takes you there. So there's something about Facebook that I must not know how to do, which shocker. I'm not good at Facebook at all. So I'm going to have to go learn the ropes. As I've said for a year now, I am a terrible social media guy. I don't know how to do most of this stuff, but we are winging it. And, we're going places. It might be a head-on collision, but we're going there. But I appreciate it. I got some subscribers on Rumble. Appreciate it very much. Oh, and I got a comment on Rumble. There we go.
Oh.
That's how we're going to know. Oh, never mind. It was the one that said I can see you. So, thank you so much. I forgot we can see him in here. So that's good. So things are coming around. But I promise this is going to get smoother in the future.
So for anyone that's just jumped in, Todd's been a naughty boy. His soapbox is now in the closet. He's on his best behavior.
Not really.
Trying to be.
Michael
keeps putting him in timeout.
Michael's got the
my finger around the button, Todd. YouTube pays me to take you off stage when you become a bad boy.
YouTube. Oh man, see, I was just got in trouble because I about started naming names right there. It's so silly. And what happened in these last few years that got us so censored? This whole woke mind virus generation is ridiculous. What we got here? I don't know what that means.
You're gonna get us banned now. It's probably some gang symbol or something.
Probably.
That looked like a Twitch thing, so we'll probably get a few trials, I can imagine.
Hey,
Hi,
Jed.
Jesse Jude. How are you? Nice to see you.
Very nice to see you. Question, Todd, where are you known on the fasting feeding circuit?
Where are you now on the fasting refeeding circuit? What are you up to now these days?
Oh, I got you. So I did last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. I attempted a 7-day fast. My first one back after a 5-week prime, and it wasn't going perfectly. So I'd opted to do two-day fast during that week and ease into it. And then this is my refeed week again, and I've been just line diet, very very strict, just steak actually, and egg yolks and water. I was trying to think if there was anything else in there. I think I might have started the week with the last of the bacon and eggs I had, but I think I finished those off mainly because Costco's out of Daly's bacon, and they keep, every time I order Daly's bacon, they swap it out for Kirkland, and I just don't feel great on Kirkland bacon. I don't know what it is. It's just
There's something in the ingredients. Have you looked at the label?
The ingredients seem pretty clean, but there's something in there that my body does not like in the Kirkland thick cut hickory smoked bacon. My body doesn't like it. And when I order Daly's thick cut bacon, and then if they don't have it, they send me the Kirkland brand, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. So that has been a problem. But I think I finished that up. It's still bacon. I'm still gonna eat it. So I finished that up, I think, on Monday, and then I've been just steak and egg yolks. So that was kind of the last of my priming food remnants, where I went and had some cheese and had some cheese, was eating full eggs instead of just the yolks, and I had a couple of jars left over of pickled jalapenos from like months ago. So I finished up a jar of those over the priming, and then I've just been eating steak and egg yolks and water, feeling really good, no salt or anything. And I'm planning on going on a fast starting tomorrow. I'm going to start with 84-hour fast this time. So I did 2 48s. So I'm going to do an 84 this week, and then I'm going to go back to another week of feeding, and then go back to the 7 days. So I'm kind of stepping back up into it instead of just jumping into the full 7 days. Hey, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. We are genuinely YouTubers, but we are trying to get over to Rumble because YouTube banned me for telling the truth. So now I'm trying to get it over there so that we can speak freely again. So thank you so much for the support.
I did hear that Twitch is really, they knuckle down on speech as well. So it'd be interesting to know what your experience is there, Hans. Can we get away with talking the real things? Or
I don't know if he does Twitch. He's on Rumble right now, actually, is where he's coming in from, though.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, let me
look at all the little symbols.
I haven't played a lot of games. I played mobile apps, which was Lords Mobile was the last big one I played, and before that it was Clash of Clans. But before that, I was a junkie, and this is why I quit playing games, because I got addicted to them. But I was a junkie to Gears of War on Xbox. That was
I used to play Minecraft with Ella. She's now, and then before that, it was Neopets. I used to play with Catherine. That was a long time ago. But my daughter's playing Valiant. Is it Variant or something like that? It's a shoot 'em up first person game or something on Twitch at the moment. Yeah.
Rachel on Instagram says, I'm 530 days carnivore. Congratulations. Awesome. I raced type 2 diabetes without medication and healing psoriasis. Been strict carnivore. So good to know other carnivores are now how we share our stories to get the world out and touch lives. That's absolutely amazing, Rachel. Very good job. I watch your live streams every once in a while. So good. Keep up the great work. All right.
Got my rebound. Yay, go, go, go. How's it going? Tell us how you're going. You enjoying it?
That's awesome. Love to see.
Yeah, I've actually bought a handlebar for mine. Finally, I've been talking about it for like 3 or 4 months, and it's a game changer. Like, I'm able to do so much more now because I was so worried about my balance and toppling over. So I was really doing the gentle healing bounce, but now I bounce a little bit, firmer, and it's been fantastic. So I'm trying out a few different moves now because I have that handlebar to keep me stable. So yeah, definitely, if you're going to buy one, buy the handlebar with it.
Yeah, the old crap handle. That's awesome.
It's good. You need it, like I do anyway.
For sure. Well, especially so when I'm not fasting, I don't care if I have it or not. When I am fasting and I'm lightheaded, that thing's a lifesaver. I would end up on my forehead for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Carney for Health. Good morning from Western Australia. Hi, catching a couple of minutes of your live before heading to work at 8 a.m. I'll have a great day. Hopefully it's nice weather for you too.
For sure. That's
The
awesome.
sun is out here in Melbourne, so I'm excited.
That's awesome. Here's from Twitch, though. Based on big food pharma ads I see on every one of my YouTube subscribe channels, I believe they threaten the loss of income from Google. Yeah, 100%. But that's awesome, Jake Flash. I appreciate you checking me out on Twitch. I don't need this. I literally, when I just signed up for Twitch yesterday, so I don't have a single subscriber there, and I don't know how Twitch works. But I really appreciate you being there because we're going to start growing these things, and we're going to let the open market reign supreme. Whoever lets us speak, that's where we should all go. And the other ones that want to censor information for propaganda, well, we should probably give them the Budweiser treatment, is what I'm thinking. And just let them, start voting with our dollar and our time and our participation,
So when are ever going to change?
For sure. 100%.
I need to get Rumble, more Tucker, more Russell Brand, etc. But I'm too mean to have 2 times premium memberships. Yeah, I don't have a premium Rumble, and I noticed while uploading videos, I keep getting ads. It's a bit of a pain. But yeah, look, if all goes well, I may just cancel my YouTube one and go to Rumble and do the premium there. Just have one. Be interesting to know what the price is. I haven't even looked, to be honest. But I'm the same. I don't want to spend money on 2 platforms for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate you signing up. Just just subscribing does wonders to get us in the algorithm.
It's $100 a year.
Is it? Yeah, I know. Just to get my stuff going, I had to get the ads free thing, and then I also got the pro account. So now I'm spending like $20 a month or something on Rumble because I wanted the studio and the bandwidth for streaming. So I know it's just another one of those things. That's why I laugh when people are like, "You're just doing this for the money, aren't you?" I'm like, "Have you seen my accountant?" If I was doing this for the money, I am doing it wrong because I am fastly going the wrong direction.
Yeah, the money that you do get doesn't cover all the subscriptions you need to do all the videos and stuff. So it's not even breaking even.
Not a chance.
Yeah, it's not for money.
In fact, my lifetime earnings on Rumble as of right now, 7 cents. Don't be jealous. No joke.
You can shop on Temu now.
I can. I could probably get that smoker.
You can sniff the beef now. You don't even get a bite for that.
For sure. I just hired a new editor that's I don't know, I think $600 or $800 a month. And then my subscriptions are like 700 something a month. And then for the software that I have, and then the Restream and the StreamYard is another couple $100 a month. So it's like $1,700 a month, and I think I made $130 on YouTube this month. I am killing it. Be jealous. I think Sydney government Vic's.
we got Victoria's weather. I'm from Victoria, so yeah, they're cold and cloudy today. Apparently, it's going to be 29 degrees here, so I'm super excited. I think tomorrow's 29. Yeah, we've just been having cold weather. It's been freezing, and I see all the Aussie YouTubers. They're ones from Sydney and Queensland and Perth, and they've all got blue skies and sunshine, and I'm sitting here in the cold. It's been awful. So
For sure.
yeah, I'm sure it'll pass quickly. I need to put it together. Yeah, rebander. Mine actually came assembled, so all I had to do was screw the legs on. So I didn't have to do all the bands and things, and I paid extra so that it would come fully assembled because, yeah, I didn't want the headache of having to stretch those bands over. I'd probably poke an eye out or something. So
Didn't you have the tool?
yeah, but I've watched videos on it and the girls struggled with it, and I just thought I don't need that. And my husband, he's worse than I am. I'm the handy one in the house. And yeah, I just thought, no, I'm getting it fully assembled. So I just screwed the legs on and it was done. Easy as.
Nice.
I think we can convince Dave Mack to move. That it'll be a hard sell with all his videos, and I watch more of him than anyone. I'm not surprised if he's probably thinking about it or started moving because he's been been shut down or had a warning. So it's definitely something. Dr. Berry's over there now. There's a lot of YouTubers that are moving. They'll still run both platforms, but just as a backup. I think Professor Bart Hay's over there. You have to protect your videos. I'll be moving mine after Todd's. Yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate it, John. I appreciate it. And it's really good feedback just to see how the dang thing works and interfaces with StreamYard right now, because it's all a little up in the air. Now I'm scared to jump on it. That happens. Get smacked in the butt with one of those rubber bands. That's what I was.
Oh, no. Just when assembling it, they had trouble. I didn't want that, that pressure. So I got mine fully assembled. But once you're on it, it's all assembled. You'll love it.
When I built mine and I put all those rubber, those stretchy things on it, and it was pretty tight, right? And as I was putting it together, and the frame felt a little so, and I just had this image of me jumping in the middle and then it being like a giant Venus flytrap.
And close it up on you.
Yeah. That's what I thought might happen. But
you should have set a camera up just in case it did happen.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have gone viral for sure.
You just see me stuck in my own rebounder.
Like a bear trap. How are you all doing with StreamYard doubling its price and taking away features you had and now need to pay for?
Oh, you've been there before. Yeah, that's why I'm quickly going to Restream, because they did.
Did they increase their prices?
They increased their price.
Oh, okay.
It's silly, and so yeah, I'm annoyed with it. And so I'm going to be going to Restream anyhow because they have more seats available anyways. So I'm going to be bumping it over to Restream. That was another reason that I was talking to my IT man, Michael, and figure out how we're going to get all of our branding over there that we use on here.
So hopefully next week we'll be on Restream if all goes well.
Yeah, maybe next week, but even if it's not till next month, or really, I just want to have it swapped over by the first of the year, because I got to talk to Michael, but I need to do some things and I need to figure out how to do it, and I don't know how to do it. But between my editor, between Michael, I'm going to hook these people up, and we're going to make some fun stuff I want to put together, including some graphics that is going to be a middle finger to YouTube every time I pause the video to go to Rumble. So, because if I'm going to have to be silenced on YouTube, we're going to do it with style and be a little salty about it. So.
Does that include like Todd in fishnets and lycra?
No, that does not include any of that. We're going to keep that off of Restream, and we're just going to make it a little
Yeah, I can
facetious.
see Michael's cogs turning. Look at that cheeky smile. He's on it. He's on it.
I just want to put like a sickle and hammer on there for YouTube or something, being like, a little bit. We'll get to it, but give them a little bit of crap on the way out the door. We should make it fun, anyways. It's called Twitch, actually, not Twist, but it's Twitch, and it is. I don't know what it's like, to be honest with you.
My
Twitch is more
daughter's
for
on it all
gaming.
the time. There's a lot big gaming platform, but I noticed while I was playing in there, they've got a fitness and health channel area
do.
as well.
They have a
And
podcast area too.
there's no carnivals there, but we thought we might just give it a go and see what it's like. Maybe we can get some traffic over there. And
The problem with Twitch is it's owned by Amazon. So you got another.
Oh, great. Another one. So that's why I didn't know that was owned by Amazon. So the makers of Whole Foods and the other communists. So that's awesome.
hi, lady. Sorry, Western Australia. I get excited when I see another Aussie. I'm sorry.
We're getting outnumbered, Michael. Wow. We're getting some rain.
Yeah, we've had thunderstorms here.
Oh, wow. Scott's got to be excited, huh? Did he get in his car and go chase it?
Oh, no. Like we have 2 drops of rain. That's our storm.
Oh,
It's nothing exciting. So, yeah. Yes, Rumble is very similar to YouTube, but not run by the same people, obviously. So
no, Rumble is a free speech platform too. Like they actually fight very hard to let you speak against the establishments because they're not owned by. Yeah. Easy. They're not owned.
The button.
If I start dry fasting, what symptoms do I need to be aware of that I shouldn't continue? So, brain fog for me being the first one, chills if you get really cold, dizziness. Well, dizziness is true, but it's one of the last ones because even on a decent fast, natural fasting lowers your blood pressure, and that can make you dizzy. So that's not the first sign, but brain fog, not being able to recall words or have clear thoughts, that's the first thing. Being really tired is the second thing.
Frankie's thirsty.
Well, and he's not wrong, right? He's not totally wrong. If you start getting crazy thirsty, you're going to be thirsty at first, but if you're going, it depends on how long you're going. Did she say how long she was going? She did not. It depends on how long you're going, but once you are properly fat adapted and in a dry fast, it's the opposite of thirst. I'm not thirsty at all. My mouth doesn't even get dry. But when you go too far and then you start getting really thirsty and you start even dreaming about water or something or drinking, then it actually is time to drink again because you're not getting into the metabolic fluid. But definitely brain fog. Definitely if you are getting really tired and you're sleeping and you wake up and you still feel tired, that's one. Definitely the chills is one to watch out for. And then if you're getting really dizzy, that's another one too, for sure. Rumble is supposed to be for backup, not a great place to build up subscriber numbers. I'm praying that you'll manage to keep under a certain level of agitation with YouTube. I am definitely trying that, but Rumble is getting better. I mean, Russell Brand's got 6.5 million subscribers on Rumble now, and people are getting more familiar with it. But granted, YouTube has the stranglehold on.
Yeah, but it's definitely a safe place for us to put our videos in the meantime, just in case.
Yeah. And the only reason why that statement is true that Rumble's not supposed to be a backup. People use it as a backup, but that's not what it's supposed to be. Rumble should be the front runner because they're the bastions of free speech, where YouTube is, are being the gateholders here, and there should not be a barrier of entry to hearing free speech, right? I don't care. This is what happens. Well, I'm about to go on. All right, so this is what happens when we play with stupid terminology like hate speech and trying to criminalize hate speech. Yes, there's nasty things that people say, and society as a whole should get together and deem that those people are losers, and we shouldn't support their businesses. We shouldn't hire them. We shouldn't do those things. However, if it's a real mean person that's actually trying to create hate and hurt people, but they still have the right to say it, because I've never understood that. Why would you want to quiet somebody and not let their ignorance come out of their mouth so that you know who exactly you're dealing with? You think if you silence them, that makes them a better person? No, let them talk their nonsense. But the fact of the matter is freedom is for virtuous people. And because we are virtuous and we are those people, society will deem that these atrocities against humanity are not right, and that we won't put up with it. But doesn't mean you want to help them be sneaky about it. It's like by shutting somebody up, they're just saying you guys are all too dumb to hear misinformation and figure it out for yourself. So they're going to go ahead and now be the gatekeepers. But the problem is that as soon as we relinquish that authority, now they're the gatekeepers to all information, which now it's propaganda. Now it's a narrative. Even if they did block something that was untrue and even dangerous, if somebody listened to it, that's too much power for any person to have, for any corporation, for anybody to have. You cannot put a barrier between information and the people. It's for us all individuals to decide what to believe and what to listen to. There cannot be any gatekeepers to information and utterances. Can't happen. I'm new to Rumble. I'm watching you live on YouTube, on my TV, and also on Rumble on my phone, just in case you get unruly. Thank you. Now we're getting it. I appreciate it so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes, this is how I get into these predicaments. Lindy, that's why Lindy put my soapbox away for me. She said, no soapbox today. And I said, all right. That's funny.
Oh, absolutely.
Best part.
Yeah.
That counts. That definitely
absolutely. Counts. Using a lot of new muscles that you've probably hadn't used in a while. Go for it.
Yes, Rumble is related to local, so I don't know how it all works. Yeah, I don't know how it all works yet, but I do know that they're tied together. So when I'm in Rumble, the locals is like a Twitch. Rumble's like incorporating a bunch of cool stuff. In fact, I'm sure the more that I work with it, I'm actually going to like it, because it's got a built-in StreamYard. It also has a built-in like Twitch site in Rumble, which is what locals is. And so just like Twitch is kind of a membership type thing where you can stream for support or whatever, locals is kind of like that. And I think that's why Russell Brand has it on his banner behind his thing. It says locals on it. But yeah, they're tied in together for sure. I have a locals account because the day one I signed up for it, it says sign up for locals too. So I did. And it's basically like YouTube memberships, kind of. It's like a members only area with prime content and stuff. But I really couldn't tell you how it works yet, because I haven't used it enough yet. So, but I'm going to figure it out here shortly.
Interesting. Lots more to learn, hey?
Yeah. Where do I find Topo Chico and Bozeman? Are you in Bozeman? That's crazy. I'm in Bozeman. And where I find Topo Chico and Bozeman is at Rosario's, usually, in glass bottles. I mean, it's everywhere, but the Topo Chico, it's either really expensive or it's not. Walmart has it occasionally, but they're out of it like 35% of the time.
Yeah, because this guy buys it all.
Yeah, probably so. You son of a... But yeah, Topo Chico, at Walmart. They have it about 30 to 40% of the time. So I'll do a curbside order and I'll order. Well, actually, I used to order 10 to 15 cases of it. Now they have a limit of 5 when I order it. So then I have to order it on my app, and then I order it on a secondary. I have an app that I opened up my mom's name so I can order it twice and get 10 cases. So I got to go from parking spot 5 to parking spot 6 if that happened, so I can get double up on it. But other than that, Rosario's has it, and occasionally Albertsons will have it. And if Albertsons doesn't have it, then they'll have the Saratoga, which is my second favorite water to Topo Chico. So I'll either get these Saratogas or I'll get the Topo Chico. So I'll basically put the Topo Chicos in there, and then I'll do the Saratogas as a backup option. But yeah, for sure. Before I start, well, go ahead.
Go for it. Oh, before I start a weekly 36 plus hour water fast, I load up with proteins and fats. Yeah, do a little mini prime. Go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, do Twitch members get perks on Amazon Prime? They used to.
Probably.
You get it from being a Prime member. You get on Twitch. You get perks. Yeah.
Oh,
You get you can subscribe to somebody's channel, like a membership or something like that, and get it for free. You get one of those, I think, a month.
oh, nice. That's cool. I'm on both, so I can be a member of my own channel.
You can talk to yourself.
Hot dog. Day 20 on carnivore, BBBE, and heavy meat sweats. My underarm sweat is super acidic recently and leaving my underarms raw. Any suggestions? So 20 days carnivore. I think you're detoxing. I think that's going to go away. I had so many weird things going on when I first started carnivore. You're really just going to, I wouldn't make any adjustments to anything and for like 90 days. You're just going to have to let things play out for 90 days. But it just means that you are detoxing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I had that in my second year of carnival, really red raw underarms. I couldn't put deodorant on or anything, stay well away from soaps, everything. And it lasted probably a good 5 to 6 weeks before it actually settled down. And I'm just thinking it's oxalates because I've never, ever experienced that before. It happened in year 2 of carnival. So out of the blue. I hadn't had any detoxing before that. It was nasty, yeah. But definitely stay away from any chemicals like your deodorants and soap. Just use water, and yeah, just try and keep as dry as you can. It will pass. It will pass.
Absolutely, it will. Howdy, Josephine. People are
Hi,
stealing.
Josephine.
People are stealing my taglines.
I know. I always go to type howdy and I'm like, no, I can't do that. That's Todd's. And then I'm like, g'day.
That's funny. Daughter goes to school there. Oh, in Bozeman. Oh, also she's at MSU. Awesome. That's awesome. She she goes to MSU on the homecoming football game that the Bobcats played. My nephew and his girlfriend were the ones that threw the football in the $100 competition on the field. So if your daughter and you guys were there for the homecoming, and my nephew is the one that drove the big blue truck in the homecoming parade. So kind of funny.
Small world.
Small world.
Oh, cornstarch for under the armpits. That'll help dry things out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never thought.
That's what I was thinking too, Cranky, that it was probably oxide. Yeah. Hey, we got we have a Rumble comment. Fancy seeing you guys here. Can you use my other site screen name? Awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. We need to I don't know, build up the resistance. Viva the resistance.
So who's your other site screen name? What's that mean? Did you notice something else on YouTube and he's watching from somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm
Who
sure.
are you? A mysterious person.
Mystery person. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate it. I got people are going over to my ex now, so that's cool. Appreciate that very much. I'm thinking of doing BBB&E, but I really don't like beef. Would it be the same if I did? Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Lamb,
Probably
beef,
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't know that it'd be better. We were having this conversation the other day, and certain meats just work better for certain people, but I don't count any ruminant animals any different than the other. Like if BBB&E.
I notice it with lamb. Lamb is I feel completely different with when I eat lamb.
They say
Yeah.
lamb's lower histamine, so it's really good if you've got allergies or like conditions that it's much better for you. But do lamb. Very nice.
This is a question. I was surprised by this answer, and this is how dumb I am. And the Friday Live, they said, is pork red meat? And I just always thought it was white meat because of those commercials with
The other white meat.
yeah, the other white meat. Who was that? The deep voice with the mustache. What's his name? Not Tom Selleck. The other one that's who's the guy? Dang it. He's the other cowboy. I always get him and Tom Selleck confused.
Yeah.
Dang it, he's in Yellow. He's in 1923. He's in Quigley. Or no, he wasn't in Quigley
Right.
Down Under. That
I know who he is. Yeah.
He's in The Ranch on YouTube or on Netflix. Oh man, that's gonna drive me crazy. But anyhow, he had that commercial about pork.
He's got that deep voice.
Yeah, pork being the other white meat. I'll think of him here in a minute. Sam Elliott. Thank you, B-Dog. Sam Elliott. And Cranky. Sam Elliott.
Cranky was first.
He was first. B-Dog. He was. Thank you. Sam Elliott. So I always thought it was white meat, but then everybody says it was red meat. And I know that some pork is red and some pork looks pinkish white and definitely white when you cook it. But I guess I'm stupid because I always assumed that ruminant animal meat was all the red meat and everything else was not. So I always thought that ruminant animal meat was the red meat, but that's interesting. So somebody enlighten me because I would love to know how that works.
Milk of magnesium works great for drying the pits and such. Plus, extra magnesium is always good. I've never heard of milk of magnesium.
Oh, yeah. 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 Isn't that what you take if you got the constipated and you take it for,
Makes you go.
Makes you go.
Citrate, magnesium citrate if you're constipated. And then is it glycinate if you've got cramps. There's lots of different types of magnesium apparently. So milk of magnesium is not another one.
That's awesome. Cornstarch, lecithin, oxalate, intermediate oxalate outer. I'm not
Say
sure.
that fast 5 times.
I'm not sure. Somebody got into the liquor cabinet. I'm not sure what that means. I will try cornstarch first and then Epsom salts. If that doesn't work, then
yeah. I was walking around the house like an ape because just to let the air in there, I couldn't put my arms down. It was very uncomfortable. So definitely feeling pain. But it did pass, and it was just so out of the blue. So I definitely put it down to oxalate dumping for me. And I haven't had an issue since. So,
hey, Chad. Chad's in the Instagram stalking me. He said, "I love you. That is all." Hey, Lori. I appreciate you catching up on that. Anyone have success coaching extended family or friends? Everyone sees my great results after 2 years and won't try, thinking I have had really good luck with my sister and my brother and my mom, which is pretty much all the family that I'm around, actually. And that's rolling into my brother-in-law slightly into my sister-in-law and soon to be my nephews because they're addicted to crappy food and energy drinks, but it's starting to catch up with them. So I think so.
Everybody that I
Yeah.
told about it, they said no, it's not for me because they don't want to give up their carbs.
Yeah, and most people for me, it's like, oh, we don't have a lot of weight to lose, so they don't think they need it. They don't want to see the other side of all the people that are healing other conditions. They're not interested. But I just say, I don't say anything actually anymore. But if they come to me, I've got one girlfriend who comes up and says, oh, I eat a lot more meat now. I'm like, oh, that's good. And I'll just leave it. Like when she's ready, she'll approach me and I'll be there to hold her hand and help her through it. But until they're ready, I just don't bring it up at all.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep on them. But the fact of the matter is, and we were talking about this the other day, is that just like Michael said, they're drug addicts, right? And so until they get sick enough or brought to a place where they need to come back around, that's just it's just not gonna.
And it's sad that you have to wait for them to hit their rock bottom before they make the change. You want them to start now so they don't ever get to that point, but they just don't feel that that's going to happen to them. Like, everyone's invincible until it happens, right?
For sure.
Yeah, it is disheartening, and you don't want it to be too late, but you can't change people. They've got to make the change on their own. They need to want to do it.
100%.
And I think the more you sort of tell them and banter or whatever, the more it's just going to push them away. I think it's just lead by example, and when they're ready, they'll come to you.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that was Charlie. Charlie was the one that couldn't change his name.
And Charlie. Okay. Hi,
thanks,
Charlie.
Thanks so much, Charlie. Yeah, and I mean, I think we just have to be the example until they're at that breaking point, and then they're going to come find us as long as because the longer we do this, it's not a fad anymore. It's not a phase. It's not just a diet. The longer we do it and the more we stay consistent and the more the results are consistent and the more the change is permanent, the more this thing is the people are going to realize this is an answer. It's not just a phase or a diet. And so we just got to keep going. And they're going to reach out. They really are. Let's see here.
Yep, I had an oxalate dumping only once, a year into almost carnivore. Yeah, it's weird how it waited 2 years for me, and other people it happened straight away. So maybe I don't know if it's a vegetarian thing that they get it straight away or not.
I had one a couple of months ago. I had all these red dots all over my body, and the weird thing about it is I'd have one on my left side, I'd have one a matchy one on the right side. It was exactly in the same spot. It was weird.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
But I'm thinking maybe all the toxins are just in it and the fat that we've had accumulated over the years. And so now that we're sort of losing it, it's gradually coming out now. But maybe we were saved from all of that because of the fat.
Yeah, I think so. And now we're working it out of the fat. And I get oxalate dumping now about every 3 months as I start working through old stuff. And it's so funny now because I can feel when it happens. And it makes my skin so itchy. I just feel like I'm going to itch through the back of my legs to my kneecaps. Drives me crazy. And it happens about every 3 months. And all of a sudden, I'll have my feet pointing straight up in the air while I'm in bed. And I just scratching the back of my legs like crazy. And I'm sitting here going, I feel like that was some like 1992 Taco Bell oxalates.
Exactly. That's probably what it was, huh?
Yeah. Oh, like, man, I feel like that was a chili cheese burrito supreme oxalate or something. Some sort of toxins. I mean, I know it would probably be a salad oxalate, but obviously, but kind of funny. My aunt has a tick allergy that she can't eat beef and lamb. It took her a while to realize she can't eat pork as well because it's red meat as well. Oh, wow. So she's down to fish and chicken.
Mm.
That's a rough allergy. I hope she heals up. And, because like a lot of people with autoimmune disorders, which I don't know if this is the same or not, I've never heard of that, but a lot of people with autoimmune can heal up they have to start wherever they are and get meat and amino acids, omega-3s, get nourished, heal up like Rebecca Heichman and stuff. And then they can start opening up their diet, and some of the stuff that they had histamine intolerance with and stuff, they can tolerate finally.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I have heard of the tick allergy, but I don't know much about it.
Rachel on Instagram says, yes, it hurts to see loved ones eating crap. The only change I get to see is they increasing their meat consumption. Small win, but still better than none. Yes, lead by example for sure. Absolutely, Rachel.
Oh, great. 2 friends are carnivore now. Good job, B-Dog.
That's a big win.
That's awesome.
For sure. This is why we're getting censored. This is why all of us are going to get censored on whatever we're on when we start saying this stuff, because it is working. It's a grassroots thing, but it's working.
Yeah, not allowed to be healthy.
Exactly. There'll be they don't like that around here. They ain't gonna have it.
Oh, I saw W in my daughter's fridge. We're not saying what it is, with her husband's name on it. Yeah. That's sad, isn't it?
That's
To
terrible.
think that you have to go to those measures is really sad. And if I hadn't have found carnivore when I did, I probably would have gone down that road as well, because I was desperate. And most people are desperate, but I think they'd rather spend money on these things than buying meat because they just don't believe in it. And honestly, I didn't believe that carnivore would work for me either, but look at me now. So, yeah, that's what we want to try and get out there. Give this a go before you opt for those kind of treatments.
For sure. That's crazy. So Rumble doesn't show up as the viewer count over here? That's weird. Huh. I would have thought that would have been in the viewer count. Because you know what I mean? Because the comments are coming over, Michael?
Yeah, but they might not support it. They might not push it out.
Oh, weird. Todd, tell us about Hack Your Health in Tampa. I think I'm about it. Well, it's going to be awesome. First of all, you're going to get to see me on stage pontificate and fall flat on my face and point and laugh. But I would definitely love all the people there as possible. And then Dr. Phil with the Steak and Butter Gang and Bella are doing a panel. And myself, Coach Rochelle, Coach Amy, possibly
Coach
Deck, and then possibly Lindy.
Don't know. We'll see.
Maybe we're waiting to see. She might be too busy.
No, it's the ruler.
But
yeah,
we're gonna have a panel, and it's the panel discussion topic is going to be staying carnivore in a non-carnivore world. And that discussion is going to be led by the amazing Dr. Phil, not the Dr. Phil, but the Dr. Phil Smith.
The real one.
The real Dr.
the real one.
Not the imposter that is awesome on Kill Tony. And everybody that knows that will laugh if they know what I'm talking about. So that's going to be really fun. Right now, we have a coupon code, which we'd love everybody to use for those reasons. Reason number one, you save $100, which is as cheap as you can get it right now. Reason number two is because we get credit for bringing you in, which means that they might call us back next year or the following year. So it's going to be in Tampa, Florida. It is going to be in the end of November, I believe. And
16th.
Yep. And Steak and Butter Gang has got their own panel. Plus Bella has a panel as well with a lot like they did in Austin with the Superstar Doctors as well. So 2 panels, which is going to be fantastic. And then we're going to have another meetup again. And I believe in addition to that, I think you're probably going to see all the influencers. And I think Carrie Mann and everybody's coming down. So you'll probably see us at another Healing Humanity. meet up as well. So yeah, it's just going to be a fun hangout, and yeah, and then we just want to make sure there's butts in the seats when we're speaking. So otherwise, be disappointing. So we want to meet everybody. So yeah,
And I was lucky to go down this year. I fly all the way from Melbourne to Texas, and it was the best time. I didn't get to spend too much time in Hacky Health, but if I do go next year, I plan to be there the whole time because we missed out on a lot. But no, it's a fantastic experience. And meeting all these doctors and seeing a different side of them was amazing. They're just such wonderful people in real life. So yeah,
for sure.
it's fun.
You nailed it. For sure.
Yeah. We were talking about this just before the live stream, weren't we? I've actually got a brush, which I've got for lymphedema, and I've been using that to scratch my legs because I've just been so itchy.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It is a problem.
Since I'm sharing my stories on IG, my kids and grandkids are asking me questions. I don't push. Yeah, good. They're inquisitive. You've planted the seed and they're all thinking about it now. So when they're ready, they'll reach out.
That's fantastic, though.
My sister has tried low carb because she wants pain relief, but doesn't believe she can give up the fruit. Yeah. My daughter's the same. I'd love her to go strict carnivore. She's got type 1 diabetes and having complications with her eyes. She can't give up the vegetables and the occasional piece of fruit, but she's limiting them, and I think that's a win. So upping the meat and just limited veggies and just try and do the low oxalate vegetables. So I sort of have to compromise with her, but God, if she was living with me and, 20 years younger, I'd be cutting all the veggies. You can't when they're adults.
No. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it's just, I remember going through a lot of those cravings. I remember early on, I went through this craving for blueberries, and it's just your mind's reaching out, trying to do it. But I just had to get to the point where no matter what craving came in, I just made it, I just made it linear, and that's a hunger craving. I don't care what it's craving for. Hunger equals bacon and eggs. Hunger equals bacon and eggs. I don't care what the signal's wanting. Just feed it bacon and eggs, and then pretty soon that goes away. You can kind of walk yourself through it. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and if she's not getting relief from pain, then maybe later down the track, just say, look, try taking fruit out of your diet just for a month. Give it a go and see what happens. And that might be what she needs to, if the pain goes, then she knows it's the fruit that's doing that to her.
For sure.
But she's got to be ready to try that.
Yeah, I mean, what did Dr. Phil said that his dad had terrible arthritis that was slowing him up, and they found it was just the onions. Whole time. It was causing all of his arthritis problems was the onions.
Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy. Washing shins was shins was soap with tea oil. Gave me a little tea tree oil.
That's good stuff.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, yeah, cool. You'll learn a lot. Not too old to learn these things. Tick allergy is specific to Australia. I don't say that. Todd's not going to come now. It's called melamelian meat allergy. I keep covered up when visiting because I do not want that allergy. Okay. So
you're telling me you have a little bug that I can't see that'll make me not able to eat meat.
I'm an Aussie and didn't know it was an Aussie thing. So you're safe in Melbourne. I'm pretty sure maybe more the tropical places, I'm guessing, where it's really hot and nothing survives here in Melbourne's too bloody cold. So
wow.
I think you'll be right.
You guys got scorpions? No scorpions?
Oh, maybe in Central. Not here at home though.
Yeah, but I've seen them. I've seen them on television. You got them, but yeah, not like Texas. But and that's true. Scorpions were pretty terrifying. We
I
don't
think
have.
they're big. I think they're bigger here in Australia,
Yeah, they look terrible. They look terrible. The ones I've seen.
but not here.
This is a
Yep.
very good question. Would you guys like to partake?
I do. You should be able to find me on Limitless Lindy, but I
Right.
haven't uploaded all my videos yet. I think I've probably got 5 of them. But that is something I will be doing over the next week, is moving my stuff over or copying it over as a backup and possibly, move over there as well. Michael?
And for me, no, I don't have one yet.
When are
You
you doing
go.
it? What's the holdup, sir?
Well, I just found out an hour and a half ago that we were doing this.
When I finish doing Todd and mine, then I'll move on to your channel and I'll upload for you. I'll get you going.
All the cool kids are going. We're all going over there. It's going to be the new cool
Yes.
kids hangout. Because, well, I won't say it, but I will say it on.
Fine.
I'll say it on Rumble next
Because
week.
some people can't keep their mouth shut when they're supposed to.
I just did. I just kept it shut.
I know. Yeah. So that's a first. I'm gonna make a short out of this.
Nice one.
His
go
aunt
ahead.
probably has alpha-gal syndrome caused by a tick bite, usually a Texas Lone Star tick. That's what I've heard it as. So is that in Texas, or is it just what it's called? Causes an allergy to all mammal meats. Some meat people can gradually get over it. Oh, that's good to know. Then there's hope for your aunt then. So, but I have heard it referred to as a Texas Lone Star tick, and for some reason, Dr. Sean Baker comes to mind. So maybe he has a video on it. Maybe worth having a look at. Or maybe it was Dr. Berry. I know one of the doctors has a video on it.
Wow. Huh.
Hmm.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Lindy. You two fellows are kind of all right here. I appreciate it, Charlie. For sure. I
Thanks,
agree.
Charlie.
I agree. Lindy makes it civil around here. Day 111, I'm going through oxalate dumping as well as we speak. Buttocks psoriasis. That'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen. Sometimes you just got to scratch your butt. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't last too long for you.
Yep, for sure.
Rebounding's good. You don't have to sit on it for a while. So just keep bouncing.
Whoa.
Attended a wedding yesterday. They brought in gourmet food truck making donut sundaes with loads of toppings. I noticed I was the only one out of 160 people not to have one. Sad to see. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, so we don't think we have a drug problem. This country is sure it's not a drug, right? Like every one of those people knows that they're not going to feel good after eating that. Every one of those people know that that's bad for you. And every one of those people still dug in, right? That's what's crazy.
And they're the ones that are going to be in a food coma and undoing that top button and feeling really uncomfortable. And you'll be, jumping hoops and doing all sorts of stuff. It's sad to watch. Definitely is sad to watch. Yeah.
100% is. Rachel on Instagram says, really grateful to be on today. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Let's see. Yeah, it is sad to watch. And this is why they push back. This is why when we eat the donuts with them and weigh 700 pounds and get sick, they're like, oh, you poor fella. Yeah, you got it hard. You can do better. Go see a doctor, get a dietitian, do better. And we're
Have
really,
surgery.
yeah, have surgery. I can't say the name, but get some drugs, basically. And and then you say, hey, I lost like Lindy 500 pounds or me 300 pounds eating steak. And they're like, oh, you're going to die. It's like
starving yourself or whatever they say.
Yeah, not really. I don't know if you know the statistics about 700-pound people, but they're way worse than 300-pound people,
Yeah. And I still can't get over my doctor that says, when you fail, come and see me and ...
Yeah.
So I don't want to fail just so I can go back and visit her and say, I've just reached my goal weight without your recommendations. I did it all on my own.
100%. And that's where we're at. Yeah. Rachel says, "Well done, Limitless Lindy."
Oh, thanks, Rachel.
Yeah, yes,
Hungary equals bacon and eggs.
100.
Absolutely.
That is a fact. That should be on a T-shirt. Actually, that belongs on a T-shirt. I think just like that. Can you guys hear Cosette? I think she heard bacon and eggs. Dang it!
Smart dog.
Oh, she does this to me every time. She holds my live streams hostage for food because she thinks she can get a second breakfast.
I brought a small container of organic blueberries to add to my something yogurt. Don't know what that is, but they're starting to shrivel now after less than 2 months.
Oh, yeah? That's
Mm.
interesting. Yeah, I know. I don't know what kind of yogurt that is. You'll have to explain, John. I thought the tick allergy was Texas and temporary. That's a second that emotion that people have been saying.
Yeah. I read an article a while back that said that the tick allergy that causes you not to being able to eat has come to America. From Australia? Are you saying it was our fault?
Well,
no, it probably came to Texas when Lindy came over.
No, but on a see, this is why we got to get to Rumble. I need to say some things right now about that allergy. Do we really believe that there's a tick out there during a carnivore rise and during the time that they're trying to get people not to eat cows that make you stop eating cows? That's part of nature. I'm going to say not. I'm going to say whatever's happening there is probably, maybe it's been around for a while, but maybe this new push.
CDC says that there's 450,000 Americans that are affected by this in the United States.
Yeah, welcome to the new propaganda. Yeah, so we got to get to Rumble. I'd like to go off.
What are they like, those nano ticks? Is it those nano
nanobots?
Things? Yeah, bots. That's probably what it is. It's a mechanical tick.
It could be, but definitely, or a cyber organism or whatever. But seriously, whatever. I mean,
it's the Lone Star tick that gives it to you in the United States.
And I get that, but it'd be interesting to see how far that goes back and how much it's increased, because if there was I'm gonna have to go on a conspiracy theory here, but if let's say that tick was out there and they go, you know what, there's that Lone Star tick, what'd be great is if there was 20,000% more of those so that everybody would be affected by it, right? So I don't know. It's suspicious, is all I'm saying. I got some allergy testing done, and it turns out I have at least 59 intolerances, and that's why I'm going to try BBB&E. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, go to Lion, and if Lion doesn't work, go to Lion Lamb only. And I know it all sounds terrible, and it will be for 6 weeks probably, but then as long as you eat through the hunger, you will come out on the other side free from a lot of things, and you'll know exactly what you can have. And then you'll probably go, man, feeling like this is not worth feeding some small cravings,
Yeah, it's just a good opportunity to detox and then slowly bring in some foods after you've had that detox and see what works for you and what doesn't.
For sure.
Lone Star tick can be healed. Aussie one is so far lifetime.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, yes. I think you're safe here in Melbourne. I've never heard of it. And I've lived here all my life. 53 years.
They're testing out the nanobots in Melbourne or in Australia. Apparently, they're the lifetime bug. To save the planet. I'm sure that's about.
Since I'm in day 20 of carnivore, BBB&E, any suggestion how to get past the thought of beef making me nauseous? It just happened the last 2 days and have been eating eggs and bacon. It's a bit of a meat aversion by the sounds of it. And that happens. I tried cutting the type of meat, like I used to have porterhouse for the whole first year, and now I cannot look at another porterhouse steak. So I'm now trying another cut of beef. It has a different flavor. Maybe cooking it differently, slow cooking, smoking, making a broth or something. Definitely go to eggs, a bit of fish. Or if you really can't do any meat, just fast. When you're hungry enough, I'm sure you want to eat again.
That'll break
So, yeah.
For sure.
Any more tips?
How to get past the beef making me nauseous? Yeah, I would. So the beef I do. Let's see, you're doing BBB&E. So when I was having a little bit of nausea and things like that, I would make. Sorry, I was reading a comment over here, so I wasn't totally tuned into what you were saying, Lindy. But when I was having those problems, I would make chuck roast and gravy. I'd make the carnivore gravy because I found that when I was having nausea problems, it was easier to eat slow cooked meat with a broth, a bone broth, beef bone broth. That always went down good when I was getting meat aversion on BBB&E at first. So that's what I would suggest.
Oh, what have I done? What did I miss?
Brought the tick over here to the U.S.
Right, the tick.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, guys.
But
Just send him back with Todd.
Rachel on Instagram says, I still get sleepy after eating meals like this morning. I had 4 soft-boiled eggs, 2 grass-fed lamb sausages, and feel sleepy. I can't understand why. I was curious what's in your lamb sausages, but if they sound like, I'm sure that you're probably eating them. It's only 3 hours ago. I'm sure that you're probably eating them pretty clean because it sounds like you're trying to be very clean. Sausages, I just get worried about because any kind of processed meats, even hamburgers, sometimes you're not quite sure what's in it. But if that's the case, I would wonder what the rest of your diet's like throughout the day and wonder if your metabolism's slow, like if you're under eating. Because I would think about eating more because usually when I was getting tired, it was a slow trickle because I was falling prey to small appetite. 4 eggs and 2 sausages. That's an okay meal, but you better be doing that several times a day because that's not a lot of food.
No,
So
that's what happened to me.
Yeah. So I think your under eating would be my first guess, but I'd have to know more about your diet. Let us know what a typical day is, mostly after every meal. Right. So I think you're probably under eating. Because what is after every meal? What is every meal? Are you getting? Coach Amy would say you need to get around 2 pounds of meat in every day, minimum. And I don't think either that or you're very insulin resistant, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. But I think you're probably just under eating. Tell us what your total day of eating looks like. And it could be something else too. You could be having a histamine response or something funny, but probably under eating. I don't think you'd have a glucose or gluconeogenesis problem with that little bit of food in a meal. That shouldn't do it. Missy says it's a real thing. Dr. Berry talks about. Oh, the tick thing.
Yeah,
Man.
I knew one of the doctors had a video on it, so must be Dr. Berry.
That's crazy. I feel like that was built in a lab somewhere and released on the public. Could be
Turi. Pick up them. Are you going to say something nasty?
I was going to say, what if I preference everything with allegedly?
Sean Baker talked about it as well.
Who did?
Sean Baker.
Oh, wow. Whatever that word is. Yogurt is popular in Dr. Berry's PhD community. It's a beneficial bacteria that has been eliminated in everyone who has ever had antibiotics. Dr. William Davis promotes making it. Oh, that's awesome. We'll have to look into that. That sounds good. Sounds delicious.
Never heard of it.
I have not either.
So where would you buy that from? Like, I wouldn't even know where to get it. Never. Hmm.
I think he said he makes it, right? Everyone who's ever promotes making it. So I don't know. I think they make it. I think it's something that they like a kind of like what do they call that kombucha stuff? Something with like a mother or bacteria colony, whatever. I think that's what he's talking about.
Right. Okay.
I totally there's so much to understand about things. So I've been doing Instagram, having it open on several lives the last week, but it always times out after an hour. We're at an hour and 46 minutes, and the Instagram's still going strong over here. I don't even know how.
Ah,
It's crazy. Don't understand it at all. So
maybe
weird.
YouTube is cutting it off.
Probably. They're probably camera and everything. I don't even know. It's so weird. Uh it has been, I think, 20 years. She is with the tick allergy, she has had the allergy to places.
There's the tick. That's what it
Oh,
looked like.
you
Okay.
meat stealing son of a gun.
And she's had the allergy in places in Sydney and up the east coast of Australia. Well,
Wow.
Sydney's much higher up, and it's a lot warmer up there, so probably likes the humidity and warmer climate. So I think you're safe here in Melbourne.
You know what I've said about this, about the lady in McLeod that told me not to worry about the snakes because the rattlesnakes stay 50 feet on the other side of the road. I was like, oh, really? How do you know that? I feel like you just want me to hook up your hot tub today. I don't think you have my best interest in mind today, lady. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Let's see. I believe the alpha gal is not a permanent affliction. Do you recover from eggs and seafood until you get over it? I gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like there's one in Texas and one in Australia, and it sounds like the one in Australia, you're just permanently half vegan once you get nailed by it or something. Or what is it? Is a pescatarian the ones that only eat fish? Is that what that is? Pescatarian?
I think they still eat veggies, but I'm not sure. Veggies and fish, is it?
Maybe that's what it is. Dr. Berry said that the alpha gal tick thing is temporary, so just eat non mammal meats like chicken, turkey, fish, etc. I gotcha.
Look, I could live off salmon. I love it. And then I've had tuna recently. I really enjoyed that. So sardines, not a big fan of, but I do try and eat them every now and then. But I could definitely live on fish.
For sure.
Mm.
Rachel says that she was having the issue with getting sleepy. She says breakfast last 2 months is 4 to 5 pasture raised eggs. Second meal is usually lamb, beef ribs, or brisket amount. 2 thick ribs, brisket 3 slices. I add lots of tallow on it. Because I feel sleepy, I don't eat more. Because I feel sleepy. Yeah, okay. I think, Rachel, you probably want to eat more because it sounds like you're eating 2 meals a day. And it sounds like you're getting 4 eggs and a couple of pieces of sausage in. And then it sounds like you're getting 2 ribs or 3 slices of brisket. 3 slices of brisket might be 6
Nothing.
ounces of brisket. And, I guess I'd have to know how thick they are. But I mean, if they're like they slice them here, that's like maybe 6 ounces of brisket. You're not even eating a pound of meat a day and 4 eggs. Like that's not enough. So you got to raise your metabolism. I think your metabolism is slow. That's just my feeling. But you might consider joining the steak and butter gang. I think I put is there link in the, I don't remember if there are links in the description, but you might think about joining the steak and butter gang, and they can help you kind of work that out. And for me, for Michael, for a lot of us, it was actually under eating that was the issue, and we had to eat more, be sleepy for a little while, and then heal up, and then our metabolisms went through the roof. So that is my professional guess, I guess. How about you
I
guys?
I completely agree. It sounds like the same thing that's happened with her is the same thing that I went through back in November with under eating. The 2 meals a day, I would make myself 3 eggs and 2 pieces of sausage, and I'd be struggling to eat the 3rd egg. So, and then
Yeah.
for dinner, it'd be the same time I make a burger, and that would be it for dinner. So,
And I approve this message for sure.
When I first started this way, I did almost ground beef, chuck roast, bacon and eggs, and once a week a steak. I changed the way I cook it every week. Yeah, beautiful. It's a nice variety there. And they say that, it's very restricting. I'm like, yeah, try being 800 pounds. So that's awesome. Good job.
Yeah, very good job. Todd, that was the big C that was made in the lab. Yeah, that and the tick. And I call the big C. Well, I got to clean it up. How would I clean that up? Bat crap soup is what we called it. But for sure, yeah, that was. They probably were working overtime making ticks and pandemics at the time.
That's why I like it, Todd. You have a conspiratorial mind like myself. Well, that's, yeah, and I like his stories. Yeah, we love Todd's stories.
Well, somebody read a congressman and tell him to send it to YouTube because YouTube doesn't like my stories. That's for sure. YouTube does not appreciate my facetiousness. Let's see. Rochelle says Australia has lots of kangaroos and they have ticks on them, around them, and even in the ground, and they stand on them. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's all right. You can do like we did in Texas. You can stay in the protection of the enclosure, and I'll go out and I'll pet the kangaroos by myself.
I'm not gonna go to Australia and not pet a kangaroo. What do you think? I am a monster?
Oh, you didn't come out and see the bats. You stayed in the car because you didn't want to get.
Why would
on.
I ever want to see a bat? First of all, I had them in my garage here at home. I know what bats look like, and they're flying rodents full of disease. Right?
But it's an experience to see them flying out from that bridge in Texas, and you just sat in the car like a girl.
Every time, because I was not going to get pooped on because guana has disease in it, and I am not getting pooped on by bats. It's like if you
gotta
said,
live a little, Todd.
If you said, hey, there's going to be 1 million rats hanging on this ceiling, and does Michael censor himself? There's going to be 1 million bats hanging on the ceiling, or 1 million rats hanging on the ceiling, and they're going to run out of this cave and crap on everybody. You should really come and check it out. That wouldn't be so fun. Everybody go, why the heck would it, why the heck whatever? They're just winged rats. I don't know why everybody wanted to see that. I'm like, how do you let them live? And then I find out they're an endangered species. So I don't even know. But I will say this. They do have a very important purpose, because the reason why they're in my garage is because we had a very wet spring that brought in a massive amount of mosquitoes and bugs, and they are handy for keeping down the mosquitoes and bugs. So
yeah,
they get to live because
I think we only saw two or three bats in Texas, so it wasn't really a big anticlimax there. So
right,
but the kangaroos are cute, and bite me ticks like I don't care. I can eat fish. All good.
I do weekly salmon or sardine patties, weekly fry in bacon grease. That sounds really good. And butter, so good. That sounds delicious. Sounds very delicious.
Very nice.
Me and Lindy were just talking about this. I was just wondering if you could make a salmon patty with like eggs, pork panko, and salmon, and then fry it, because I kind of miss those. I bet that would be pretty good. And then you could, you know what you could do? You could make bacon mayo. You could fry them in butter and then put bacon mayo on them. Because we used to, when I was a kid, we'd make salmon patties out of saltine crackers, green onions, an egg, and salmon. And then you'd fry them up, and then you'd put like Miracle Whip or mayonnaise on top, and maybe mustard. And that was so good. But you could do that, but you could fry them in butter and make bacon mayo and put on top. I bet that would be pretty delicious.
So that's the difference between you and me. I'm quite happy with my frozen air fried steak. and eat it, and then I'm done. Whereas you love all the dips and this and that and gravies. I couldn't be bothered doing all that extra work. So I know.
Break my heart, because it's like going to the 50-yard line and then giving up.
I'm not
It's like,
giving up. It's just that I prioritize other things in my life now. I don't want to be constantly thinking about food or in the kitchen.
true. And I mean, most of the time I don't, but I'm just saying, if I was going to do something special like a salmon patty, I'm taking it to the end zone. Like, we're taking it all the way.
Yeah, well, I'm more than happy to be the guinea pig, and you can try, go for it, but I wouldn't do it myself. Keep it simple for me.
For sure. I agree 100%. Let's see. I have a hard time with the amount of food to eat also.
Yeah, I'm constantly under eating because I have the lat-ban restriction still, so it's very difficult for me to get any beef down. So I have to try and think of other things that are really, not so like with beef, it's very fibrous, I guess, and it's hard to get down. So I have like a lot of eggs. I make a colada, it's like a smoothie almost that I can drink, sort of custard things. I do a few sardines, and I add a lot of tallow, a lot of egg yolks just to make it more runny and squish it up like baby food, and that gets the nourishment in me that way. But it is pain, and just eating 5 bites every hour just to keep some food in you, that's doable rather than sitting down and eating a huge meal and feeling really bloated and blah afterwards. So 5 bites every hour can get your food intake in for the day. It's another really good tip.
For sure. Let's see, and pull this down. Rachel on Instagram says, I don't know the danger of ticks. I used to bring my kids to see them. I'm guessing not the ticks, but probably the kangaroos. Even play with them. I'm sure we had to check their clothes for ticks, just trusting God looked over us. No tick damage done. Good job. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow. Like, why not go and pet a kangaroo? You just, okay.
Oh, no, she clarified. She clarified that she was petting kangaroos and not ticks.
Yeah. Like, you can't be scared of everything in the world. You just got to, it's just, kangaroos are kangaroos. If you get bitten by a tick, you deal with it,
For sure.
I'm not going to hide from little insects or scorpions. If you bite, you just deal with it. I think it was more scared of you the way you both jumped just as high as each other.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you're holding a scorpion and it jumps out of your tongs right at you, you're going to jump. Okay. You're going to jump.
He jumped as well until he got squished.
For sure. Let's see. Todd, I usually see a notification for you all notification missing. That is because I was truthful about certain products and industries on YouTube, which I am absolutely talking between the lines right now, and they banned me on YouTube for 2 weeks. So I am in the gulag from this communist little regime going on here right now, and I'll be back in 2 weeks. But for right now, I'm streaming on Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, or X, I should say, and Facebook, and something else.
Did you say Instagram?
Yeah. Oh, and
Did you say that?
Instagram, and
Yeah.
Instagram. So I'm streaming from all those right now, and I'll be back in 2 weeks. But this has changed the direction of my focus because we are not taking a knee to the woke mind virus anymore. So we are going to start working everything over to Rumble, where we can tell YouTube to stick it where the
We'll
sun.
still be here. We'll just be censoring things a little bit here.
Right.
So when he starts talking or pulls the soapbox out of his cupboard, We'll be
Right.
muting those bits so that you can't hear it. You'll have to go to Rumble to hear the full story. What's
For
on
sure.
Todd's mind? Yep.
That's a fact. And that's what's going to happen because, well, we have to. We have to. We should start a channel for conspiracies involving carnivore, and unfortunately, we'd probably get deleted. Well, no, I mean, we're going to do that on Rumble. like, believe it or not, even though I've been censored or put in the gulag, I have been very reserved up to this point. So, yeah, on Rumble, it's going to be actually kind of fun to speak freely. You know what I mean? So, I will quite enjoy that. Yeah, I'll feel really good. So, yeah, stay tuned. I do weekly salmon and sard. Oh, did we do this
We
one?
did this one. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm all messed up.
You're out of order then. Okay.
I am.
had to leave real quick.
No, oh, no worries. I had my screen skipped. Rachel on Instagram says gonna say goodbye. It's 9 a.m. on Monday. God bless. Thank you all and for the lovely time. Thanks, Rochelle. Have a good day. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Nope, I wouldn't want to be poop on my bat. Yeah, bats either. I'd see flying past at night and they freak me out. Listen, this is why I didn't want to see the bats. Because how many bats were supposed to be coming out of that thing? Quite a few, right?
A few, but there were like 3 or something.
Right.
We waited and waited and left twice. We didn't see any bats.
Exactly. But there were supposed to be a lot.
Oh, they knew you were there. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to wait till Todd. They were going to wait till the Todd got out of the car because they wanted to crap on my hat. That's what they're waiting for. So they're trying to lull me into a false sense of security, but I didn't fall for it. See? But the thing was, is I just heard on Joe Rogan them talking about this cave somewhere that has 3 million bats in it. And so these 2 photographers, because every night at like midnight, 3 million bats come flying out of this cave. So these 2 photographers said, you know, what'd be great is to lay down in front of the cave and point our cameras straight up and take pictures of these 3 million bats. So the 2 photographers laid down in front of the cave and they let 3 million bats crap all over them. Well, they took pictures of them and then they both went home and died 3 days later because they both got some sort of flesh-eating disease that killed them within 3 days. They both died. That was on Joe Rogan. And I remember hearing that like a month before we went to Austin, and then everybody's like, you should go see the bats. And I'm like, no, sir, not doing that. I know where that goes. No, not getting pooped on by bats. Not a good idea. So, abundance of caution is all that was. Yes, I think the pork panko would work too for the salmon patties. Question for Lindy. Go.
Oh, how did you do with the sardine fast? I ended up joining you with the sardines since I had some to get rid of. Still not crazy about them. Yeah, I lasted a day and I've done like sardines just for a meal here and there, but not a full 3-day fast. It's too hard for me at the moment. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it myself, but I haven't been eating properly either. So again, it's a little bit too much work for me, but I will do it again one day, but just not today. How did you do? Did you last 3 days? Let me
Let us
know.
know.
Yeah.
Nature is a threat. Ticks, bats, all of them. Yeah. I mean, look, we have thumbs, we win, but doesn't mean you stand under the bats to get pooped on. That's all.
Look, there's sharks in the ocean. You're not going to go for a swim. Like if your number's up, your number's up. You just don't know.
I'm not going for a swim.
No.
I'm going to go for a paddle. Yeah. Put my feet in at least.
Nope. I do not. No. Not in the
You'll
ocean.
put your feet in the water up to your ankles is all right.
That's about as far.
I'm from the mountains. Okay, you guys have those little jellyfish things that you got to pee on your own leg?
Not here. Not where I am. Maybe further up.
You keep saying that. I keep hearing that. Everything I have Natural Geographic. I see the shows. You guys have all the snakes, all the puffer fish.
Spiders, those big, what are they? Hunter spiders, whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
they're the
The
size of
dirt
chickens.
spiders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're not in Melbourne though.
That's
They're
what
not
you
here.
say.
They're hiding.
We've
Yeah,
got
but
huntsmen.
you have spiders the size of chickens that eat chickens. You
They're
have
not in Melbourne.
you have like
Maybe
the
at
top
the zoo.
9 deadliest species of snakes. You have bugs the size of freaking chickens, and it's like, and then you're just like, yeah. Every time I talk to you, they're like, yeah, but they're not here. And I'm like, they're somewhere because you're in Australia, and that's where all those videos come from.
You got to be
You know?
careful of the kangaroos might come and box your ears or something. We just get them jumping down our street, didn't you know?
See, B Dog, she was right online with me. She said, yes, I made the salmon patties tonight with my homemade bacon. Oh my God, so how weird. See?
There you go.
Great minds, B Dog. Great minds think alike. I don't know. I trust you, and I'm not completely terrified to go to your country, but I'm just saying I'm not going in the water for sure. First of all, I sink like a rock. There is no buoyancy for this fat guy. I don't know. That's a myth. All right. I sink like a boat anchor. Have always. I've never floated. Floating
Yeah, I wouldn't go swimming, but I go up to my knees and just put my feet in the water. That's nice.
Oh, air fry. I didn't even think about that. You could air fry them. Man, oh man, I feel like I'm going to try that soon. All right, I'll let you guys know. That sounds delicious. That with some bacon mayo sounds delicious. Man, that'd be good.
Was it hard to quit other foods?
For 5.5 weeks it was, and now it's pretty easy, like like I just had to reprime because I lost my appetite. My metabolism tanked because I was because I was fasting. I over fasted. I did like 11 7-day fasts or something, maybe 12. Kind of lost count, but somewhere between 11 and 12 7-day fasts this year. And my metabolism tanked. Looking back, I thought it was from over fasting. I think it was from over fasting and catching the Rona again, because I didn't feel bad, but something was off. And I was like, this is weird. And my metabolism crashed, and I reprimed. And as I was repriming, my whole family, everybody was coming going, no, we all have Rona. And that's what was the issue, I think. That's why I think my metabolism crashed and that one went bad. But at any rate, I added back in the things that the carnivore foods that are hyper palatable for me, which is, like cheese and pickled jalapenos and these type of things, and full eggs that open up my diet. And it was only like a day of making myself eat beef and one. I was eating bacon too. That's another hyper palatable one. It was only like a day of me going, oh, I want cheesy egg omelet with bacon and pickled jalapenos and Tabasco. And that's what I wanted. And I was like, well, I'm gonna curb this a little bit because I wanted to get the fluid off me. So I'd just go make 2 steaks and eat it, and then it was done. And that only took a day to retrain. The first time it took 5.5 weeks. How about you, Lindy?
Yeah, I had to really go cold turkey. I did try keto for a little while, and just having too many options really did my head in, measuring and all that stuff. So I basically just did porterhouse and egg yolks. That's it for the first year. That's all I wanted. If I even thought of anything else, it was difficult. But I knew if I had anything that was not porterhouse and eggs, that would spiral me again. And then I was good after that. But it did take a long time, and I did feel like I was torturing myself. It was a restriction, but geez, I was feeling better just from doing that. And I just liked that feeling, and just had to. I also booked a cruise with my girlfriend in the November. I started January and had a cruise book for November. Well, I was not walking around. I was pretty much, still quite big. And so I had that fear hanging over my head. I want to go on this cruise and be able to get on the ship, walk around this big ship and not be an embarrassment. So I had that hanging over my head the whole time, thinking I need to lose weight so I can actually go out and enjoy this trip with my girlfriend. So, yeah. And I think Texas was that for me as well, just having to get on a plane, scared, am I going to have to get an extender and all that? So that really kept me focused as well, because I didn't want to, once I'd committed to this trip, I didn't know if I was going to fit on a plane and have to have an extender, and how am I going to fit in the seat? I had all those fears, so it really kept me on track as well. But yep, so that's why I need to save up and plan another Texas trip, because or not Texas, Florida, or Montana, because got another plane ride. I don't want to have an extender again. So I didn't have to have one last time, but I'd like to be able to fit in the seat a lot better than I did. So that would be good. So I just think having those little goals help keep you on track as well.
Even their frogs are as large as chickens. That's you.
Oh, Queensland, not Melbourne. We don't have those toadies.
Oh, Melbourne's just white as the pure driven snow. And then look at this. Don't forget about the saltwater crocodile.
Yeah, Northern Territory. There you go. Right up the top end.
It's all the same island.
We got some little platypuses, they got the little duck bill and the little tail, and they go in the little rivers, koalas, kangaroos. That's what you've got in Melbourne.
Then this is
how they suck you in. They get the cute ones, and then you go touch those, and then the big ones come after you.
Yeah, then this is funny. So Todd, you let Lindy see the back.
Yeah, he wasn't concerned. It's like, go on, off you go. He was happy in the car.
No, I let people make their own decisions. See, I am not a communist, so people get to make up their own minds. However, I even drove her there. I was an accomplice to the.
Yeah, and you made me, Bella, and Ella walk out and go and see the bats by ourselves.
I didn't make you. I said, if you guys have fun, you guys go have some bat
You
crap.
could have protected us with the hat. You could have just put the hat over us. And
not a chance. If you want to drive across Austin to go get pooped on by little disease-ridden winged rodents, it's all on you. You guys have fun. I listened to music and air conditioning, because it was also a sweltering armpit there at the time. So I just stayed in the air conditioning, and I locked the doors in case you guys had too much bat poop on you when you came back to the car. I wasn't going to give you a ride. It's going to make you take an Uber.
We did come looking for the car, and you'd moved it on us. So it was like, where'd Todd go? So
I did.
Watching this from somewhere.
I was.
I live to tell the tale. Here I am. I'm still alive.
No bats came out. That was the only reason why. If all the bats would have came out, you would have got pooped on, and then we would be having a different story right now.
No, we were under the trees. We would have been sheltered by the canopy of the trees.
How much poop was in the trees? I bet there's a lot of poop in the trees.
No, because they fly over the river. We weren't in the water.
I
think we just had this one.
Sorry, we didn't decide that one.
For every can, 1 egg and 1/4 cup of ground pork rind. Yeah, we can't get clean pork rinds here, and if you can, it's very expensive, and I refuse to grind up all that pork rind.
For every can, I don't understand what a can is.
Tin sardines.
Oh, salmon, sardines. I was thinking can.
Or could be, you can buy salmon in a tin as well, a can or a tin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just was thinking salmon fillets that I cook.
Yeah, no, you can buy canned salmon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've got one in the cupboard, I think.
Nice. I'm definitely going to give that a try.
I love Lindy's colada thingy. I usually start the day with one. Yeah, I had one last night. I like to end my day with one because I love a hot drink at night, and I don't like to obviously have coffee at night. So I'll have a colada. It's nice and warm, and it's not so heavy. If I have a steak, it just gets stuck, or it's a nice way to end the day.
Charlie says the Lone Star tick is named that because it has a white spot on the back of the female, not because of Texas. It's common in several states. Ah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. It's also common in Australia, where all the deadly creepy crawlers are.
I had a lap band, but had an emergency removal. I had to have a lot of soft food, so I get it. Yeah, I'm considering getting mine removed. It's been in there 27 years, but I'm too scared to go to the doctor. So So it's on the back burner. I just don't trust them.
Learned something new today. Dave Mack was interviewing a doctor from India, and he mentioned that boils are associated with oxalate dumping. That makes
There
sense.
you go. Yeah.
That is crazy. That's good information. Is there a Rumble app? I don't have a computer or laptop.
Yes, there is.
I have. Oh, is
boy.
there?
Yep.
Oh, that'll be handy. I have no idea. We'll have to all download it later.
Oh, I should have known the answer to that. I actually have it on my phone. I was just sitting here going, I don't know if there is or not, but I do have it on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get stuck into it and learn it.
Never heard of Rumble. Well, if you like carnivore content and free speech, definitely look it up, because you know how all the doctors during the Rona pandemic, whatever, was getting canceled and all the videos deleted and they weren't allowed to hear both sides. That was the kind of stuff that we're getting away from, and that's why Rumble exists, because it is a parallel competitor, direct competitor to YouTube that does not pander and does not hamper free speech. So definitely take a look.
I did last 3 days, but I did have some eggs also since I didn't have enough sardines for the whole fast, and I wasn't about to buy more. Good job. Yeah. If I did more eggs with it, it'd probably be better. I don't think I can have straight sardines, but yeah, I will give it another go. Good
That's
job,
awesome.
Simpson. Yeah.
Hey, DC.
Hey, DC, how are you?
Hey, I like the new logo. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Snazzy.
That's good.
How many times a day do you each eat? I would like to blow smoke up your butt and tell you 2 or 3 times a day like I'm supposed to, but lately I've been pretty busy and it's 1 to 2 times a day. It's probably like when I'm eating, it's 1 time a day, probably 3 days out of the week, and probably 2 times a day, 4 days out of the week, because I try to get it in there. I should be making at least 2 times a day, 7 days a week if I'm going to be fasting, but I'm just get busy. It's so hard to cook twice a day, you know?
Yeah. I maybe have 1 meal, which takes me about 2 hours to eat, and then I'll finish it up with a colada if I'm still hungry, because I just struggle to eat anything heavy at night. But yeah, I don't eat enough, and because of that, I keep stalling. My metabolism's crashed, and I need to do a prime, but because I'm so busy, I forget to eat. I can't do the 5 bites an hour trick because I'm not home a lot and I'm not prepared. So I really need to make a conscious effort and do that.
How about, yeah, totally. How about you, Michael?
I'm 2 meals a day.
2 meals a day. Nice.
Breakfast and dinner. Yep.
That is awesome. You're doing better than me. Public service announcement. Lindy is awesome.
Oh, thanks, Jersey dude.
That's awesome. DC says we have cockroaches you put saddles on. Uh-huh.
I had one here the other day. It ran across my desk, and I was like, ah.
See?
This is the room you're staying into, Todd.
Oh boy. Oh no.
You thought the scorpions were bad, huh?
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring a sleeping bag and wrap myself in there. I'll feel my sleeping bag getting carried off by cockroaches out the door. We'll hear them going, heave, oh, heave. Oh.
No, I did catch him and he got squished in a tissue, so he's gone now. But yeah,
He's got friends.
we do have cockroaches.
Yeah,
But they don't bite, they don't kill, they're just scary looking. They got those little antennas.
Yeah, well, look what John's telling me here too. He says, yeah, those platypuses have a gland, the stinger, that requires an epidural to relieve the intense pain. See, even your platypuses are deadly.
You try and get near a platypus, they're more scared of you than you are of them. There's no way you could get near one. So
Todd will find a way.
You guys,
he doesn't go in the water because he'll sink. So how's he going to get to it? They're in the water. Yeah,
That's
you'll
funny.
be fine. God,
I
I
don't
have to
know.
tell you to man up. Jeez, they're just animals.
Yeah, but you have all the worst animals. You have all the worst animals. How many bad animals other than we had the scorpions in Texas. What else did we have?
Those scorpions were enough. I don't know. You had lots of bugs. There were weird bugs on the window. Remember that big thing that was like it had an armor on it? It was that big. I have no idea what it was on the
That was
outside of the window.
that was a beetle. That was a beetle. You can hold them, you can pet them, you can put them in a cage. That was a beetle.
That was weird, whatever it was. It like had
Weird.
really long legs and
It was weird
yeah.
because it was harmless and it didn't kill you. Yeah,
I
I don't know.
did like the squirrels and the deer. They were kind of cute.
Oh man, pork and good pork rinds already ground. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll have to try those for the salmon patties. There you go.
I've been kind of carnivore for 9 months and lost 60 pounds at 72 and female. It's difficult to have so much hair loss. Yeah, I lost a lot of hair, and that's because I was restricting my fat because fat makes you fat, right? No, that's what I believed, and it's very hard to turn that thinking around. And it wasn't until I increased my fat that I actually broke my weight loss store and my hair stopped falling out. But my hair is very thin, especially on top, because for the first 2 years I restricted my fat. And priming also helped me because I undereat a lot, and just how much 60 pounds. I mean, was that a quick weight loss? If you do lose weight quickly, your body just needs time to catch up. So I think just keep your food up and don't skimp on the fat. And I'm hoping, like with me, I'm hoping my hair will regrow again. How about you, Todd? Have you got any suggestions? Yes, you are growing hair under your hat. There's got
Let
a
me
bit of fuzz
think.
there.
Let me think about this. No, I'm not a good person to ask about hair growth. I think definitely priming, collagen, amino
Yeah.
acids, those type of things. Definitely omega 3s, collagen, amino acids. Fasting actually helps because fasting clears away the dormant proteins in your hair cells and your hair follicles. And if you have so I was just watching this, but for gray hair, discoloration of hair, and hair cells dying and blood flow, all those things. If you have a hair cell that dies, protein cell that dies, it's hair cell, it stops vibrating. And then the cells around it, apparently, and I don't know, I'm not a biologist or whatever. I don't know this stuff, but it says that if that one dies and it doesn't get taken care of with autophagy and repurposed and pull that dead protein cell out of there, then the cells around it, they're like tuning forks and they stop vibrating. So they're not dead, but they go dormant. And then they'll stop growing hair. They'll stop producing pigment in your hair too. So autophagy is really good for hair growth because it gets rid of all the dead cells that are causing other cells to become dormant, and it starts to heal the cells. What you got there, Michael?
It is a list of all the deadliest animals and bugs in Australia. So you got to watch out for it, Todd.
See, that's a whole list. That's a whole
crocodile, not in Melbourne. The great white shark, I don't go deep enough for that. Box jellyfish, I don't think we got them in Melbourne. We don't have them in our beach anyway. Yeah, jellyfish again. Octopus, I think that's more Queensland as well. Stonefish, yeah, don't know. Redback spider. I think they're mainly New South Wales, aren't they? All the Aussies but chime in here, like I don't know. I've lived in a bit of a bubble for a while. Taipan, they're snakes. I think not here in Melbourne. The brown snake in the country. I mean, you've got to be out in the sticks for that. When I'm not in the sticks.
funnel web spider, and western brown
Yeah,
snake.
Sydney. See, Sydney. We're a long way from Sydney. You're right there. The honeybee, while not deadly, can cause anaphylactic shock in those allergic. Are you allergic to bees? Probably not. I
Okay.
am, and I actually stepped on one when I was a little girl, and my foot blew up like a balloon, but I survived. I'm still here. European wasps, you may get a sting, but yeah, it's too cold for them here. We just don't get a lot. The bull ant, they're painful, but again, I don't get them here where I live. The tick, again, never. Mosquitoes, they're just a freaking nuisance. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd say most of the poisonous critters where Lindy is are natural, not so much the Lone Star tick. I believe that, just like Michael was showing. But still, I don't know. You guys are known for having all the deadliest little creepy crawlers.
Yeah, but they're in like weird places, not in suburbs where I am. So, and
See,
more sort of central.
Jazzy Jude knows that I'm a trooper for going to your death-ridden state.
He hasn't made it here yet. I'm just going to see him board the plane. He's not going to do it.
Oh, I'm coming to Australia. I'm not going to chicken out, but I'm not going into the ocean. Not doing that.
You know what? You got to be frightened of is Rio, my bird, because he loves toes. So make sure you come with steel cap boots because he's frightening. So my husband says anyway. He's fine with me. He snuggles. He's really cute, but my husband's really scared of him. He's probably the most dangerous animal. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, Charlie's got a point. You're going to fly 6,000 miles in a metal tube full of sick people and you're afraid of a bug.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
You know what? I just did a search for the USA, and we have more than Australia.
There you go. God, Joe. I'm not going to say
13 deadly animals and 6.
Well, wait.
Compared to 5.
See, I think that's the thing. They have all the stuff that they have you can't see. Like you're talking like wildcats and bobcats and mountain lions, and you're talking bears.
We wouldn't see that coming, would you?
Absolutely.
Would you see that coming?
Yes.
Nah. They jump out of a tree and land on your head. You're not going to see that.
They stalk you. You flash the flashlight in the woods, and you see their eyes glare. Absolutely, and they're big enough you can shoot them.
The Australian ones, they close their eyes so you don't get that glare. They're really smart.
Smart.
All right, well, we got dumb cats, but they're big. But we shoot them. And so you absolutely can. And you have them too. So that's whatever. Our stuff is big and we know where it lives. Okay, first of all, if you get killed by a bison, you're a moron. Right?
Hey, people go up and try to pet them. You see them. You've seen the videos all the time.
No. Tourists, not people. Dumb tourists.
Yeah, I know, but still, they kill.
Yeah. Black bears, you got to pretty much get between them and their cub, right? So if you see a cub, you better get the heck out of there, because if you get between mama and the black bear, and if they're really hungry, possibly, but you'll survive a black bear most of the time, like 99% of the time. Grizzly, you're a goner. Like 98% of the time, you're a goner for sure. Polar bears, okay, I'm gonna pull a Lindy. We don't have them here. That's in Alaska. That's it. Mountain lion, cougar, puma, like hardly any attacks ever from those. I mean, yeah, and they're more scared of you than you are of them. Very few instances do they actually hunt you. There's way easier game. Yeah, way whatever. Alligators, that's for those weirdos in Florida. So I don't know.
Well, that's where Hacker Health is.
It is. That's true. Same with crocodiles. Rattlesnakes, yes, I agree. I hate rattlesnakes, but we're in high country, and so those are actually fairly far away from where we're at in Bozeman because we're too high in elevation. But for sure, if you go a little bit lower in elevation, about an hour away, they are everywhere, and I hate them with a passion. One of the worst things. Cottonmouths, water moccasins, same thing.
Yeah, we call moccasins here are slippers.
Oh, that's funny. Coral snakes, yeah, for sure. Okay, whatever. Great white sharks. You're talking about the ocean and stuff again. That's not what I'm
you're going to say they come from Australia, so it's not yours, right?
That's the same. Well, it's the same ocean. Brown recluse spiders, that's true, but I don't think they kill you. They just cause bad wounds. They could get infected. Black widows, yeah, we have those. They make you pretty sick, but the odds of dying from them are not.
Number 13, Todd's favorite.
Scorpions.
Yeah, particularly the Arizona bark scorpion. Let's see, Southwest. Yeah, can be life threatening. So it's not the brown ones they have in Texas; it's the dark ones. Yeah, I haven't actually seen one of those. I bet those are in Arizona and stuff. In Nevada, I haven't seen those.
We've got honeybees. You've got killer bees.
All right, yeah. So we did have that whole
Okay.
thing happen, but it's not around here. But yeah, that is weird. Mosquitoes, yeah, whatever, same thing. Ticks, yeah, same thing. Wasp and hornets, same thing. Fire ants, same thing. Assassin bugs, I've never even heard of those.
Kissing bugs. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Your list is still way worse. Your list is way worse
No.
for sure.
No.
Yeah, see, DC
And according to DC, that's only part of them.
yeah,
That's
see,
only some of them.
it's not even full
DC.
disclosure. Yeah, they're hiding it all because they want more tourism in Africa because your guys' animals are hungry. That's clearly your spiders need more victims. That's what's going on. Your sharks are like, hey, could we stop telling the tourists about us because we're hungry? Yeah. I've been doing going
gray.
And yeah, with patches of white in front. Certain times my hair started going back as it comes back in black, which is weird. Yeah, so they say that is a sign of malnutrition. What is the thing on the pigment? It's a malnutrition and also an enzyme, I believe, or amino acid. I think is one of the amino acids was for pigment, and then I think the hair. I started losing my hair when I was like 17, and I didn't know that had to do with hypothyroidism. But that is weird why I'm actually growing fuzzy hair back. But yeah, that's very strange. I would definitely try. To me, it just seems like you're malnourished. Like doesn't it seem like way underfed and probably insulin resistant or something?
A lot of people have said the whites are going and they're getting more color back in their hair. So I don't think that's a bad thing.
That's awesome.
I do think we're aging backwards.
I do think so too. I do know that as I look at people my age now, I look at them and go, you're not aging good. You know what I mean?
Yes. I do find that.
And I keep getting accused of being a youngster, which I am kind of a youngster, but I'm not that much of a youngster. And I keep getting accused of being younger than I am. And I'm like, quite kind of enjoying it now, which is kind of funny.
Thanks,
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. 100%. You do. We have the top 5 deadliest everythings. Yeah, that's all you had to say. Yeah, worst. It's like in Armageddon when Owen Wilson was like, yeah, worst environment possible. Worst environment possible. That's all you had to say was worst environment possible. Exactly.
DC's at the top of that list, so be careful what you say. He trains hard.
Yeah, funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't go to weird places. Exactly. You're exactly right.
Oh, wait, you're talking to a guy that's in Montana in the United States. Australia is a weird place, period. So I have to start with a weird place. Look, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Did you hear everyone is calling me weird now?
I've always called you weird. Nobody's surprised by that. We have funnel webs and redbacks because we have bush behind.
Bush behind, yeah. See, I'm not in the bush. I'm in the suburbs, so we're pretty cool here.
See, this just sounds like a whole bunch of don't worry, I don't have those. Like you got to have some of them. You're on the same island.
Yeah, but they're far away. Are you in the New South Wales, Kate? I'm sure she's up there.
What are drop bears?
Koalas.
Oh, I don't think I have to worry about a koala. But just saying.
Well, don't they poop a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, up to 200 times a day. Yeah.
Oh,
so do they carry
that's video?
Yeah, do they carry the same disease or what? They just have the gum leaves or whatever, right?
It's gum leaves, yeah. Like my girlfriend, if you go to my video, I've got one on the wildlife park, and my girlfriend actually, she picks it up and she's like, you can, it's just goodness, it's gum leaves, all crunched up. They're good for you.
Vegans
It's
eat
a
it.
real,
Oh,
like
there you
she
go.
picks it up and she's fine.
Michael, you have a fan who would like to hear more about you.
Been overweight now, and homebound for coming up on 25 years. And stuck in this apartment now for almost 5. Highest weight that I know of, I was 722 pounds. And I was at the end of my rope and came across these two. I came across Dr. Baker, Dr. Carey, or Barry, and just found that I knew I needed to make a change. I knew I was at the lowest that I ever been, and if I knew if I didn't make a change, it was going to be over for me. And on my birthday last year, I started carnivore, and I haven't went back. Not this year has really been rough on me with all my aches and pains and my setbacks with my swelling in my legs and all this, and now my back's all messed up. But it was the best decision I ever made, and I know for 100% if I didn't make that change back then, I would not be here today. So very thankful
For sure.
Carnival.
He's in the 700 plus and counting down second chance club. We all got.
That's right.
For sure.
Yeah, we love Michael. And sometimes Todd.
On occasion when I'm not getting us all banned. T-Dog's got a question for you, Michael.
Tampa, I don't know. I still think I'm 2 years away. This year has been kind of a setback for me, and I believe me, I wanted to be there. I really wanted to go to Austin, and it was kind of heartbreaking not to be able to go and miss out on all that. But
yeah,
we'll see. I live my life. I take each day one day at a time, and you never know what could happen between now and next November. So we'll see.
For sure. Trying to think, how far is Florida from Chicago?
that's not a big question.
Like
Not
1,200
an
miles.
appropriate answer.
1,200 miles.
All right, so I fly into Chicago, I rent a rig, me and you road trip it to Tampa. Huh? I got an awesome Spotify playlist, and I sing like an angel. All right,
that's really gonna make me want to come.
I know. Some people have called me the songbird of my generation, Michael. Name that.
I bet you they're no longer your friends.
Michael has yet to experience Todd's driving rally car ride.
We'll get there in 12 hours.
What does it say it is? It's a 17 and a half hour drive.
Yeah, we'll get there in 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Arizona has over 30 species of scorpions. I thought so. 10 species of rattlesnakes, the coral snake, the Gila monster. What is a Gila monster? I keep hearing about that. Are those the kimono dragons or whatever?
They're like a lizard, is it?
Yeah, I think so,
okay.
but I don't know. Are they the ones that spit the acidy saliva that burns you or whatever? Black widows, brown recluse spiders, and the southern border we have the chupacabra. Of course, you have the chupacabra. We just have the jackalopes for our chupacabra.
Like a yeti or something, like the fable.
It's a fable for sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, our emus spit, but they're not acidy. It's just nasty. The back of my hair has curl. Oh, lucky. I'd love some curl in my hair. It's just dead straight. Is that a good thing, Blue Gasker? Well, definitely hook us up if you come to Melbourne, and we'll go and have a steak together. We could talk rebounder. Oh, is that the Gila thing? Wow.
Gilly
It's
monster.
pretty
Gilly
cool.
monster.
Looks like an Aboriginal artwork.
Does actually. It's pretty cool.
Mm,
Surprised
Probably
he
where they
doesn't live
get
in
the
Australia.
inspiration. Yeah.
Somebody kicked them out. Clearly, they surely originated from there.
Hmm.
What is this? We have nice things as well with the cockaburros.
Kookaburras. We can feed those where Ella works. She works at a wildlife park, so we can go and feed the kookaburras. They laugh. Michael, if you got a kookaburra laugh, we can listen to them. Laura Keith's and Rosella's, they're very colourful parrots.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. The kookaburras, they're so cute.
Is gum leaves the same as
Eucalyptus. Yeah, different word. Yeah. Gum's easier to spell.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, only animal Todd wasn't worried about. Koala.
Exactly.
Now has to dodge droppings.
Exactly. I'm a little worried. I don't want to get pooped on.
Oh, they're like a little rabbit balls. You know, rabbits, how they got little balls, little
Yeah.
pellets. That's all they look like. They're not like Rio and Skittles. You should see him poop. It's like splat.
Yeah, but
Um,
as a rule of thumb, I don't care to get hit by anything that comes out of anything's butt. Just as a rule.
Yeah, but you won't because they're in enclosures. And when you do go to pat them, they're at your level. So you'll have nothing above your head. So all you're doing is patting their back. We can't actually hold them here. You can
There we
in
go.
Queensland. You
Get
can all
Dr.
get Dr. Kills to pick you up in Chicago or Dr. Hampton. Yeah, private jet. Dr. Kills will
Dr.
fly you.
Hampton's a mile away from my place.
Well, there we go. We'll tell Kilts to come pick you and Hampton up and
Road
hitch a
trip.
ride. Yeah,
Mhm.
a little private jet trip. That'd be awesome. I'm with you, Michael. I'm praying I heal enough to leave the house and make it to Tampa next year. That's awesome. That'd be huge to see.
It's a beautiful goal to have. And if we can't make it next year, the year after, they're going to be there every year. Yeah.
For sure. Hoping to see you at KetoCon next year, Michael. No pressure though. Life progress at its own pace. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That, and I'm going to threaten to pick you up, and we're going to do carpool karaoke all the way to Tampa.
With all our cowboy songs, right? Or
easy.
Western.
I listen to all sorts of music. You wouldn't believe the music I listen to. Yeah.
Barry Manilow.
Venomous. I don't listen to Barry Manilow. What was that? Mel Torme. That was Harry's deal from Night Court. He always loved Mel Torme. Huge lizards, no crocs. Nice.
Not just crocs. Yeah, the goanna. They're huge. We had went out for like a barbecue once, me and the family, and my mum, I have no idea, decided to walk up to a trash can in the middle of this park and look in the bin. Why she wanted to look in the bin, I have no idea. And out jumped this great big goanna, and she fell back and landed on her butt, and he just ran and climbed up a tree. This huge thing. It was a monster. Well, she screamed and like it was the most funniest thing. They're just like trash, I guess.
That's awesome.
But I don't think they hurt. Yeah.
Whose venom is used to make Ozempic. Paralyzes. Okay. Oh, I said it. Never mind. I didn't say it. Don't say it 3 times like Beetlejuice. You tricked me. Oh, my channel's not hooked. And Lindy hasn't had her warning yet. So she won't even get it right.
The cassowary bird. Are they those ones that look really prehistoric? Are they?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Play that video that's in private chat. That's that bird that you wanted to hear.
Kookaburra? Yeah, we've got kookaburras. They're nice.
All right,
they eat meat too. They're big meat eaters.
Second, I will dismiss.
So when we go to feed them, they actually cut up rats and you hand feed them rats.
Audio, bam. All right, share, present.
Oh.
That's
There you
funny.
go.
Decisions
No
are
kids.
made.
Whoa, that's hilarious. That would make one heck of a wake up alarm for sure.
Yeah, Catherine's got them near her house. Every morning I'm waking up to those. That you leave the house and you have 5 or 6 going off all morning. They're nice.
That's crazy. Gila monsters are venomous, pronounced Gila monsters.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of the movie. The first time I heard that name was not actually too long ago, like a year or two. There was a movie, like a short movie that was pretty. It was the Buster Scruggs, I think it was Ballad of Buster Scruggs. You guys ever see that? And
No.
yeah, that was funny. He said something
Cowboy
like,
movie.
"Yeah, a cowboy movie," where he said, "The rest of them I leave to the work of the wolves and the Gila monsters." It's weird. My hair has been straight for 70 years. Wow.
Oh, so there's hope for me yet. I'd love a few curls.
Right?
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah,
Trying to go
exactly.
from Chicago to Tampa.
I'm
Air or
on it.
ground?
I'm
Mm.
on it. I ain't scared. I'll come pick you up, Michael. All you do is say the word. Say the word. We're road tripping. We're doing it in one shot, too. I ain't scared to drive 1,200 miles in one shot. He's
I
Michael.
can drive. Do you trust me?
No, you weren't even a good pass. You son of a.
We were talking about curly hair.
Wait, can I do this?
Oh.
No, that didn't help. You dirty dog. When are you gonna? I thought you had server problems and lost all your pictures.
I backed that one up to the cloud, baby.
Lucky for me. Son of a. Gila monster equals just large lizard with bad attitude in New Mexico and Texas also. Oh wow.
We slept with Gila monsters, did we? Like they might have been around our Camp Carnival.
No, there was snakes in that. You know, when we were coming out of the barn, and there's that pile of bushes and shrubs to the right of the driveway on the first bend to the left.
No,
That
you
was
tell me. Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, that's what was terrible in Texas was when that was like new fear unlocked when I saw those stupid things crawling up the walls and on the ceiling. And yeah, then I didn't sleep for the rest of the trip in Texas when I saw that was a thing.
Yeah,
That,
in the house. It wasn't nice in the house.
no. No, we were just joking. Definitely not in trouble.
No, Todd is always in trouble.
Oh, yeah, makes me giggle too, Michael. You son of a. That is eerily similar to a chupacabra. That's dang right it is. 100%. Oh, I hate that picture so much. Hate it. For sure. Michael's always torturing me with that thing, and I'm surprised it's not a bobblehead, curly-headed cherub yet.
Like this
See?
one?
Like that one.
Exactly. That one, at least it looks funny. The other one wasn't photoshopped, and it's all me. That's why I hate the other one. Too funny. There we go. I think. Oh, did we catch it? Let's see where we're at. It's very hard on some of our bodies to ride for that long. When I had to move, I had to break the ride up into 3-hour chunks. We'd rest overnight and do the next leg on the next day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Your legs kind of seize up, especially if you've got the lymphedema. It's a bit of a stressor on the body.
Yeah. Actually, that is what made my lymphedema the worst was because I was working all day and then I was doing Uber all night and on the weekends for about 2 years. And I would drive on the weekends, especially if it was a big weekend or whatever, I'd drive for 20 hours and go straight. It was funny. Yeah, it was funny because I don't fall asleep when I'm driving. I'm just one of those people where I can drive for 30 hours and not fall asleep. And so I was doing like anytime it was graduation or whatever, I drive the whole weekend without stopping. Wouldn't even go home because you can just make a bunch of money. So I was, but I would get out of the car after like 2 days of driving, and my legs would be just barrels of fluid. It was crazy for
You
sure.
could always get one of those as a RVs, a motorhome or something that you can sort of park and just, you're lying down then. It's not so difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Or a
Mm.
nice my Toyota Sienna van, those new Toyota Siennas.
Siennas are nice.
I get the 7-passenger instead of the 8-passenger, so that you can have the captain's chairs in the middle row, and they are full recliners. They will go back 3 feet, and they will
Mm.
recline completely backwards, and you can sleep in those chairs in the back seat. They are crazy. They
Does
have,
that get your legs up though?
it does. It has leg rests that lift your legs up. It's crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe you can find a picture of the new Toyota Sienna hybrid, Michael. Those things are.
You're just glad I'm back, aren't you?
I am
We missed you.
tech person. There's ones with with the recliners in them. They're sweet. I
Thank
need to go
you,
down.
Jazzy Dude. Yeah, we'll probably be going very soon too, I think. I think we're almost at 3 hours. Didn't do too bad.
For sure. We got 7 more minutes when we actually have a really good crowd. I appreciate you guys so much because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Seeing as how,
Considering we're down a channel. Yeah.
was not looking forward to it. But yeah, definitely would love to see if you guys, who all's coming to Tampa, because I'd love to see you guys there. I'd love to hear any suggestions you have for, well, this live stream, but also our Friday live stream. And we are trying to grow the men's meeting in SBG. Yeah, for the men's hour, Iron Sharpens Iron. And so if you know any men that are looking for help, because dudes don't look for communities, and that's why we're specifically targeting it, because guys don't do communities very well, and they are very, very helpful. So we're wanting to make sure that the guys get a shot at it too.
Lovely.
Thank you so much. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. We miss Michael when he's not here.
For the most part. We miss him. There's certain
I
parts.
miss Michael when he's not here.
Lindy's the only one that missed me.
I do miss your soapbox though, Todd.
This is so. I got to get back. I got to get on Rumble.
These chats have made my first 20 days so much easier to deal with when no other family members are eating carnivore. Yeah, it's hard when you don't have the support in real life, but this community, lean into it. You've got a lot of live streams, community. If you join just these live streams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Even these. Yeah. You really do have to keep your mind in on these things, because if you don't, the sad American diet world tries to steal it from you and tell you that it's all undoable or unsustainable and dangerous and all these nonsense things. And it's all coming from people that have only listened to propaganda on screens and have never even tried it or really even researched it, much less tried it themselves,
Yeah. Most of the people are not interested. They just want to have a fight with you about it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Those things. And so this track down here, I actually love Toyota Sienna vans as much as I don't know.
Are they for big butts though? They look quite narrow to me.
They're not. That's why I love them. And because this one's a little bit different, but the one
2025, I think.
Yeah. So they have an option where the stick shift's not up here, but it's actually very, very wide. I used to drive this when I was 650 pounds, and I still fit in here. as good as you can fit in here, right? I mean, it's huge. Still had room. All the seats come back really far. But this recliner is awesome, and it also extends out. You can pull it out a little bit further if you're tall, the foot part. And yeah, you can literally recline that thing all the way back and sleep in that pupper. It's pretty awesome.
Right.
I quite enjoy those. That's what I drove when I was doing all the, well, I still drive, but doing all the Ubering, and I got hooked on them. Some lady T-boned me in the parking lot of the grocery store with a Subaru Outback, and she was going so fast in the Albertsons parking lot because she dropped her phone on the passenger floorboards, reached down to grab it, and she hammered on the gas. And so she was doing 45 miles an hour or more in the parking lot and accelerating, and she hit me T-boned because she ran a stop sign, hit me T-boned. And I had 2 passengers at the time, and she hit me right on the door. Those Siennas have airbags all the way around inside of them, even on the side doors. And the whole thing just went off with airbags, and everybody was fine. But she totaled both of our cars in a parking lot. It's crazy. My van was brand new, and then I got another new one, and then blew it up with fireworks. Got another new one.
Did your airbags go off with the fireworks too, or no?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Not all of them, but the side door ones and a couple on the front end went off.
Wow.
Yeah, a bunch of crap. Let's see. I think we're here.
You're great. The list of speakers are not up yet. Also, I had a guy friend just starting on Carnival. I'll send you a link. Awesome.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, B-Dog.
That's awesome.
Oh, me, I got a lap band 27 years ago. The doctor told me that that was going to fix my eating habits and cure me. That's why I got it, and it didn't work.
I think that was banned from YouTube for Todd.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Oh, I got
But-
banned because I said,
Well, don't say it again.
no,
You're
I'm
on
trying
our
to think.
channels.
I'm trying to think about. I said the truth about the magic
Bill.
pill that people are using now for insulin resistance that paralyzes your gut microbiome, and how there's I just want to say, anyhow, I spoke the truth about what's really happening. That's an obvious truth. It's not even my opinion. It's what's happening. And whatever, I offended their algorithm because they have big donors from those big, companies and whatever. So yeah, definitely hang on. Carnivore Odyssey, it does get way, way better. Like,
Truly does.
yeah, I think really to maximize the best strength of carnivore is that it's the only way of eating, diet plan, miracle pill, whatever you want to call it. It's the only thing that I've ever done that actually pays you back, not with just weight loss results, but with actual healing. And when you heal, the weight takes care of itself. When you heal, the disordered eating takes care of itself. And when you heal, you get all the power back to not be addicted to things and to not be weak to cravings and to not continue to be helpless to bad, I don't know, almost helpless anyways to bad behavior, at least. Because none of the other things that I did with the restrictive diets or anything ever, they're all willpower, and it didn't help you. You didn't get stronger, and it didn't get easier as you went. It actually got harder, and you were under eating and your body was screaming. So it was just built to fail from the beginning. So longevity and sustainability really is the power of carnivore. So you have to, if you're finding yourself having cravings or something and it's getting hard, the answer, no matter what you're craving, is always eat carnivore food. If you're craving pizza and chocolate, eat steak, bacon, eggs, whatever. If you're craving soda and whatever, go eat steak, bacon, and eggs until you're stuffed, until there's no room. You just keep eating. And when you come out the other side, take some time. When you pop out the other side, you'll start to really be free from it, and then just build onto those days with consistency, because really capitalize on the tools that it's giving you backwards. It's giving you Lindy's off switch she talks about in food freedom, and just start building on that. And I mean, I'm coming up on 2 years, which I can't even believe it. I can't. Lindy's coming up on 3 years. Michael, what are you coming up on? A year and a half?
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, year and a quarter.
Year and a quarter. So the time really does go by. And I remember thinking of carnivore like I thought about everything else, going, oh, this is, so when you're starting, it's so bad because you are so far down in the pit and you're looking up and you're so buried and in the massive mountain of problems that you have. And you're thinking, I know this is going to take several years and it's so far away, but then you start doing it and it starts actually healing you and giving you the power back, and you start building off of that, which makes it sustainable, which makes you consistent, more so than you've ever been. And then you start really kind of celebrating and enjoying the small victories and small healings, and getting more mobility back and more freedom back and more health back and more just quality of life back. And then pretty soon that keeps you even more motivated. You start telling people about it, you're in the community, and then you look back and you're like, how the crap did I make it 2 years? It feels like just yesterday I was stuck in that chair,
Yeah.
So you'll get it.
And the thing that the carnivore gave me, and it gave Lindy, and also all of us, and I think everybody that had an eating problem, being obese all these years, is that off switch. Nothing has ever done that for me before. I've been on many diets throughout my life, and the thought of the food would always be there, and having that off switch and that thought just pulled out of your head is life changing. You no longer think about food. It's really truly amazing.
I'm just trying to see. I think I know where that was coming from. This is a really great comment too, for sure. The time goes by, and that's why I always set up. I'll show it again. That's why I always put up this picture on this comment, because this is where my head always goes. Because I came to this realization too, that no matter what, the time's going by. But the lie that we tell ourselves is that we're too far in, it can't get better, and it can't get worse. Well, it can get worse. It can always get worse. I watched it get worse for 26 years. It definitely gets worse. But what we tell ourselves through the pain and through the anxiety, is that we're trying to alleviate suffering. And so we eat because we're trying to get some relief. So we eat the bad foods because we get a temporary endorphin fix, and we get a small break from anxiety, depression, screwed up hormones, guilt, feeling completely broken, feeling defective, whatever, feeling, just wallowing in all the pain and misery and stuff that comes with bad health and all the unknowns and not having a plan, But the reality of it is when we fall for that temporary half hour to hour of endorphin fixes, we're actually choosing to suffer the other 23 hours. And who am I kidding? It was we're going to suffer for 6 more hours until we ordered another DoorDash order to get another dopamine fix. And we do that a couple times a day, if not 3 times a day. And we're just making our situation so much worse. We're just choosing to suffer. And so what I always loved about this picture is because you're going to suffer either way, but the picture on the left is you choosing your suffering, and then you choosing a way out and getting stronger. And the struggle's the same, but you're stronger and your body's healed, so you can actually resist it. You can fight against it. We're on the right. When you don't choose your struggle and you don't choose your suffering chooses you, and it's out of your hands, and it gets out of your control, and you feel helpless to it because you get so weak and so sick that thing dominates you after a while. So what you have to understand is, no matter what, if you don't choose your suffering, it is going to choose you. It can get worse. It's not going to go away, and that time's going to pass no matter what. And no matter what, you're going to be hurting. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy either way, but the way out is through, which is definitely the suffering. On the left side, you got to choose your suffering,
And you can look at Todd's suffering where he was to where he is today.
For sure. Yeah, I remember that guy. That guy was stuck in a chair for 2.5 years. I could only make it to the bathroom once a day. Otherwise, I had to pee in a 5-gallon bucket in that living room, which, makes you feel pretty much like an animal. Like, how did I get here? Because you had to choose between breathing or your dignity, peeing in a bucket.
And then you got Lindy's.
Yep. For sure. So you just have to choose. And the good news is, I totally get it. In fact, this is going to be in the SBG, there's a couple people that are having a debate about what keeps you carnivore. And one person is debating, and I'm excited to hear the debate. If I don't know that I will hear it, but I might be busy that day. But whether or not your why keeps you carnivore. And I am on the side that I don't think it does. I don't think that your why does keep you carnivore, because I think your why gets you to carnivore. I think my why got me to carnivore, but my why also got me to every standard American diet that I failed too. So your why is only good for a little bit of suffering. And then if something doesn't start paying you back, and if you don't start getting stronger, that why is not good enough anymore, because you will break eventually. You will get tired. It's like trying to hold your breath. How long can you hold your breath for? You can't unless something gets better, unless you get stronger. And when you're doing the wrong diets and they're calorie restrictive and your body's not healing, you're not getting any strength back. But so I'd say your why gets you to carnivore, and it's definitely a part of it. Yeah. Man. I never noticed that somebody's holding somebody's leg doing a little jig next to you.
Yeah, it's my two brothers being goofy for Christmas. You don't see them holding my legs up, do you?
No, I would take offense over that, Michael. But yeah, so I don't know. Just stay in there and you will definitely get there. And just know that this pays you back, and really capitalize on that, because it will keep you consistent. It's so ridiculous that they say carnivore is not sustainable or that it's too restrictive. It's the exact opposite.
It's so easy. Once you get past the cravings and you get all that out of your head, it's so easy no longer not to have to think about what you're going to have. It's you just go make meat, you make eggs, or whatever you're going to have that you stick to. Everybody falls to something that they enjoy, and that's what they stick to. Me, I got my eggs, and I got my beef that I like making, or a stew or something like that, or a chili. And those are the things that I switch between. I have no problems. I don't have, aversion or anything like that. But it's just not worrying about going shopping and buying all these different foods that are not good for you. It's so simple to do your shopping now.
For sure. Yeah, I know. And it's kind of funny. Like I'm actually sitting here. I sit here. I used to go to town every day, twice a day, and I don't never have a reason to go anymore. I just don't. I go like once a week to get food, but I know exactly what I'm getting. The food actually has a shelf life because it's not vegetables, and I don't go to town for coffees or energy drinks or sodas or fast food, and I don't go gamble, and I don't go to bars. And I never drank, but I would go there to gamble and play poker and stuff. And I don't go to gas stations to get Copenhagen. So it's like I really have a hard time figuring out why to go do anything and get out of the house. Like I have to go find a reason to get out of the house. It's kind of crazy. Like I'm actually thinking about picking up a hobby here pretty soon, because I need something to do outside of screens. Is basically what I decide, outside of lifting weights and screens. It's kind of crazy. Choose your heart. 100% that's exactly what I was saying.
Exactly.
Yep, and you will notice some changes in 3 to 4 days for sure, but it gets better, and you're gonna notice some changes in 3 to 4 days, but you're also gonna have some hard parts, right? Because around 3 to 4 days is when you start having some rough times too, because your glucose storage is run out, and you're gonna need a plan. So there's definitely a way to start and a way to get by those things, which I know you're on day 20, I think. So keep going. So you got through that, which is one of the toughest parts. Your transparency is awesome. I can't be easy seeing where you came from. Yeah, it's now I don't mind it. Back then, and I'd want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But back then I was ashamed of it all, and I hated it all, and I wouldn't talk about it all. But going through it, the only way past it is through it. And by going through it, you get on the other side and you stop feeling broken, you stop feeling defective, and you also stop feeling guilty about it. I'm like, I don't owe anybody any explanations. I know exactly why I got here now. And I'm not ashamed of any of it. This is my life. I'm making it through, and life is hard, and we're all flawed people, and we live in a world where evil exists, and there's things that have built an environment against us that have made us sick. There's propaganda working against us. There's powers that work against us for greed and power, and a lot of us are falling prey to it. In fact, 75% of the Earth's population are falling prey to it right now. And so, yeah, I don't have a single problem being transparent about it anymore. In fact, I think that's the exact thing that really makes a difference and sets people free, is when you're not intimidated or embarrassed or anything to say exactly what you think, and to humble yourself to admit that you were in a really low spot, but that's why you get out of it,
No reason to feel like a failure. It
No.
happens. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just, what you got to do. Just switch right back to it now.
Yeah,
Right.
consistency over perfection. Like, we all fall off. Maybe Todd doesn't, and Michael, but I do. I do occasionally fall off, and I just have to get back straight on the wagon straight
Todd-
away.
Todd doesn't fall off now, Peachy, but Todd did for 39 years. Todd fell off of everything
Same.
for
Same.
39 years. And that's why Todd's not falling off now, because I got a second chance. And in that second, well, you know how I get about things. At least this group does know how I get about things. And I get pretty mad about things, and I get fighting mad about things. And one of them that I'm mad about is that I fell for it, right? And so that's why I don't fall off anymore. And it's not out of willpower anymore. It's because I healed. And now I really do have a view that I'm funding the war against myself, my family, my friends. That I'm funding the enemy that killed my brother and my dad and made my family sick, made me sick, that made Michael sick, that made Lindy sick, that made everybody that I care about sick. So I just don't buy their crap anymore. And it's because I do believe that you have to have something bigger than yourself. Because when I was a gambling addict and food addict and just a dumpster fire, I obviously didn't care about myself that much, because I was really bad with, to myself. But I noticed some things when I got married and I had a wife to care for. I was better at, I made better decisions, not because it was going to hurt me, but it was going to affect somebody else. And now I realize the power in that. And so I use that in the filter of this diet. Why are we going to keep, which is why we're on YouTube, which is why we talk about stuff so much, which is why I hate taking a knee to, the woke mind virus, so that I don't get a community guideline strike. How stupid is that? Because we are fighting a war. We're getting attacked. This is a war of power, and I suppose I need to get off my soapbox already, but it is a war that is attacking us, and we need to understand it. So, Peachy, but this is a process. Even 2 years before I did carnivore, I was doing ketovore, and I was falling off ketovore.
Right.
You
Same.
even known, yeah. So it's a process. But what I had to,
It's
Go
a
ahead.
step. All it is a step backwards.
Yeah.
You went off. You took one step back. Tomorrow, step forward again. Go right back to it, and just keep going forward. Everybody has little setbacks. There's nothing you can do about it. It's how life goes.
Yeah.
nope. But think about this: is the fact that don't let it be a reason to quit.
No.
Just understand that it's transition. And the fact is, I was in the same boat for a couple years when I was doing keto, but the reality of it is the keto foods were keeping me addicted to sugar and the sweet palates, and I wasn't freeing me, which is why I kept falling off. But the reality was, even when I was keto did get me to carnivore, and I was eating way better when I was eating keto than I was standard American diet
Right.
because I
Same.
was trying. So
But even with keto, that off switch wasn't there.
no, wasn't there. That's why we kept falling. And that's why I'm grateful that carnivore, and this is what I'm saying, use carnivore, like capitalize on it. Capitalize on carnivore and the power that it gives you back, which is it gives you that off switch to be consistent, and consistency is what's going to heal you. It gives you nourishment and consistency, and that's going to heal you. So don't feel bad. You're in good company. We are all perfectly flawed, imperfect people.
And I'm sure there's other people in the chat that have taken that step back as well. It's just part of the process. There's nothing you can do.
Yep.
So don't beat yourself up over it. Like I said, tomorrow is a new day. Just take a step forward and just keep. But remember your setback. Remember, you got to remember those
For sure.
because you don't want to repeat it.
Yeah.
got this.
Learn.
Yep, for sure. And pretty soon you'll be on the other side, and you will be the example to other people in your life and people that are being attacked by this nonsense that we're all putting up with. And you'll be able to be an example, and the people that are looking, you're going to help change some people. And this is how we change it. This is how we get the word out there.
This is why we're here. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people that were where we were, that gave up their hope, gave up their life, and thought that it was it for them. And we're here to show you that you can recover from it. You can come back. There's no low that's too low that you can't come back from.
Nope, not at all. And that is one thing. I give carnivore too much credit sometime. I believe that it was God that led me to carnivore and my getting on my knees and humbling myself. But
I prayed. I asked for help. I knew that my time, I'm going to get all choked up. But I knew that if I didn't make a change, that it was going to be over for me. And I prayed, and I haven't prayed in a very long time. I lost my faith a long time ago. And I asked for help, and I said, I need it more now than I ever did before. And if I didn't make a change, it was going to be over for me. And I prayed, and I swore that if I could come back from where I was, that I would help others. And this is why I'm here.
100%.
I never, in the time that's from when I came back here and came up online for the very first time, it's been over a year now. We just had our anniversary. And if you would have told me going back that I would be up on YouTube making videos and doing all this, I would have said you're crazy, because I'm the guy that locked himself away for 25 years of my life. Half my life I've been locked up inside of a house because I didn't want people to see me. But here I am live on YouTube right now, talking to all of you, telling you that you can make a change. Don't give up. Life is too important. I missed out on so much in my life, and I don't want to miss out on it anymore. For what? For the food that I was addicted to, and I don't want to be that person no more. I can't. So,
For sure.
if I can do it, if Lindy can do it, and Todd can do it, we were all at our bottom, at our lowest point. Here we are.
For sure.
So
110%. It's like none of us thought we were coming out of this thing, which is a testimony to prayers being answered and carnivore being the proper human diet and full. For sure. 100%, Julie. 100%. And, it's fun. And now we get to be examples, and people are going to see it. And that's all you guys too, which brought me back to kind of that point where it's better if we make this bigger than ourselves. because we're not very good. And this is why, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to make that argument, but you can make an argument that, my why before was bigger than myself, I guess, because I wanted to see my family get healthy too. But I'd always had said things like that. But now it's the fact that we really are accountable by being in this community and talking to people and being open and transparent, like you said before. That really makes you super steadfast and focused, because you know that you're kind of in a way breaking some trail for some people to follow you, and you don't want to lead them back into the pit that you were in, So it works. Just stay in all I'm saying is stay in the community. You'll find help there. You'll find accountability there. You'll find grace there. You'll find support there. Just stay in the community, keep going, put one foot in front of the other, and it'll work. It's worked for all of us.
Do us a
All right.
favor and hit that like button, guys.
Yes, especially on Rumble. So that I can call some people some
Yes.
godless.
Send emails to YouTube and tell them to get rid of Todd's strike against him.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
those 6,000 people to go over to Todd's channel and subscribe.
That'd be
get
great.
your audience back.
I would.
Mm.
I would like to. And then I can tell you exactly what happened on YouTube. and exactly, I can get my soapbox out, and we can have a talk about just.
We'll do a
Things.
live over there one night. The
Yeah.
three of us. We'll go over to YouTube or to Rumble and on Todd's channel and Lindy's, and we'll do a live, and we'll be 100% open.
For sure.
As long as you can block the YouTube stuff.
Well, we won't send it to YouTube.
Yeah, we won't send it.
Yeah.
To
We'll just do it.
sounds
We'll just
good.
do it on Rumble. We'll have a Rumble
Yeah.
exclusive.
We should
Beautiful.
do that. We should do one a month or one every other. What does Lindy call it? A fortnight?
Fortnite,
700 plus unplugged.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
I
We
love
will-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we will call it unplugged and uncensored.
Disconnected from the net. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that, because then we can, because we got to get it over there. So, but we appreciate y'all. Oh, you got to B-Dogs. Make sure you have fans.
Fans of all you guys too. You guys know I love hearing your stories. I want to see that. I want to see you guys have your accomplishments, and and I know you're going to have your struggles too. We all have. There's nothing you can do about that. So
Yeah.
and that suicidal part, we were all there. There was many times I went to bed at night that I did not want to wake up in the next morning because I knew what I would have to go through again. And I know Todd was there, and I'm sure Lindy was there too. So
For sure. 100%. Thank you guys so much. Love y'all, and we will see
we
you
do.
next week. Well,
Bye, guys.
we'll see you on Lindy. You're doing what, Tuesday?
I'm not sure yet. I have to change the day, so I won't be on any streams. This is the only one this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's in the future. So
Yeah.
It's already Monday
So-
there for her.
It's Monday here. Yeah, so I've got 2 on Friday, but I can't attend either one of them. So yeah, you'll see
For
me
sure.
here next my Monday or Sunday.
you'll catch me on
Me.
Rumble on Rumble X, Instagram on Thursday.
Facebook, Instagram,
Twitch.
Twitch.
You'll
Yeah.
see me on all those on Thursday for Iron Sharpens Iron. And then you can just go to Bella's channel and see me on Friday for our live on Friday with the SBG gang. And then Sunday we'll be back, and I will be back on here. So love all you guys. We'll see you
Bye.
next time.
Thank you.
Have a good week,
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.
Have a good week.